And then I understood why the Israelites were complaining about walking in the desert. If you've ever gone hiking before,
then you're not telling me that they chose
40 years.
Who chose you? Who was there when they chose
Can
you?
you walk for one day?
Do you know
40
the thing
years.
is, I feel like I would be one of the people that will raise up the meeting to vote Moses out. Hello, it's just us today.
It's just us.
Which is
the
like
originals.
Low key my favorite thing.
Always.
Let me not lie to you. But
we had a nice meandering conversation.
I think it was. I just like that. It just goes.
It was flowing.
Up. Do you know, sometimes I'm tempted to be like, should we not have topics? But I don't
know.
Bro, I don't think so.
No.
I don't even think you can walk. When we start on the topic, who's going to hold us there?
No.
Yeah, so this was a fun one.
Yeah, what did we talk about?
I'm not sure.
We spoke about Easter, what we did this long Easter weekend. Yeah. We spoke about wanting to create fuller lives.
We spoke about sparking joy.
What
else did we talk about?
We spoke about living in reality, not dreamland.
Yeah. Did some dilemmas.
Yeah, it was just a nice,
It was a nice one. I think it's just, it's a classic.
Oh, we spoke about engineering bras.
We did speak about engineering bras. And also lace bras.
And lace bras.
And crotchless pants. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Enjoy, guys.
Bye. Hello, boys and girls.
Hello, all.
Happy Easter, I guess.
He is
indeed risen. He's back up. And thank God for that.
Jesus won Satan 0.
My dear, it's not easy. It's not easy. What did you do this Easter?
I did many things. I can't lie to you. On Thursday, I went for a Show Them Camp concert.
Do you know that I thought that was on Saturday?
Making me a beg.
No, I'm not joking. I had every intention to go. Like, I was planned and ready. But I was ready. Like, I was invited since I was ready. And I just opened Instagram. I was like, is this concert going on? So that was a shock to me. I don't know why I didn't read it. I just thought Easter weekend, surely it'll be the Saturday. Anyway, how was it? It looked super fun.
It was. But I will say that we are aging. I have to put it out there.
Yes, man. I did see you and some other.
I have to put it out there.
Old croakers.
No, but it's just like all of us are getting older. Because I remember when I started listening to Show Them Camp, I think it was like A-levels or something, and I was like, wow, that was 15 years ago. Wow.
Do you remember Palmwine? Do you remember when they did the Jameson thing and the railway compound?
Yes.
Bruh? That year.
And that's now 8 years ago. Yeah, I'll be 9 years ago.
That was very alternative.
Yes. But it was really cool. Okay, this is going to segue into something else. But there's something I've realized that I think a lot of people don't understand. Mm-hmm. Everybody that is public facing, so you do music, you do art, you do whatever, wants worldwide acclaim.
All right.
You only need 1,000 fans.
You do.
You only need 1,000 dedicated people who think your shit pops, who will buy every album, come to every concert, buy your merch, talk about your collaborations, hype collaborations. If every single, do you know that if a brand new that just by virtue of locking in with you, they have a guaranteed 1,000 sales. Everybody thinks it has to be 10,000, 50,000, 100,000. It really doesn't. I think that, and I like what STC has done. They've grown this audience. They are not the biggest artists, far from, but they cultivate and they nurture their audience and they feed them. There's a reason why they did. I just thought it was really nice. It was very cool. Let me tell you what I like. I like a feeling of decorum.
Yeah.
That's the only way to explain it. Just okay, this is where the show is happening. Nobody is acting too crazy. When the show finishes, we can all clear out in a seamless manner.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with AG's concerts in December. Look, we left that place. It wasn't like there was traffic for 2 hours to get out of the concert, to get into the concert.
It finishes. It
was just,
you know that you're not going to be there till 7 a.m.
Bro, it was just a nice, again, like I said, wild early. 12:30, everybody was in the house. Everybody was at home at 12:30. So that was on Thursday. On Friday, what did I do? I can't remember what I did on Friday, if I did anything. Anyway, this weekend I went to Fem Africa. I was going to go to homecoming, but it started raining while I was at Fem. I got home and it felt like heavy rain, but it was only for 15 minutes. By the time I got home,
it stopped raining.
I had removed my dress. I started removing one eyebrow. The rain stopped. I said, I can't make it to homecoming.
How was
the homecoming
Kewa's
dinner.
kitchen? That looked really lovely.
Do you know, like I have a
stunning.
plan for our next Lagos event. Feikewa is who she thinks she is.
She really is. When I saw
insane.
that thing, I was just like, wow.
So the truth is that like we obviously know she can do it because she started doing her own Kewa's Kitchen Festival where she's the only vendor, but she has like a Jamaican stand, an Asian stand,
like,
a Nigerian
it seems like
stand,
there are 100 vendors,
an Italian stand, a burger stand. The only thing, Feikewa just doesn't do desserts, but she can cook all. It was that guy that says, I do all. She does all. And it was beautiful. I think it was, what's her name did it? Her brand is Dorothea by
Faye.
Yeah, Faye did it was just really beautiful.
Really stunning, honestly.
But like the food was good. And then Sade's fudge was there.
Yeah.
Cookies were made. By the time I got there, it was like cookies they had left and it was great. So shout out to Fem. They did a great job. Then I think that was Saudi.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. And then
Sunday was when you betrayed us.
Yes, I did. On Sunday, on my J's, on my own. Okay, then Tay, you are hey babe.
Yeah, fool.
Hey baby. Hey, you are see how I'm smiling. No, you guys, he has a new EP. And I shit you not, like that boy writes incredible music. Like he writes beautiful music. That's the only way to explain. He writes beautiful music. But he had a listening thing. And he doesn't live in Lagos. He lives in Abuja, which is why we don't see him rolling around with his big cap often. So he had a listening in you know all these alter people. I'm tired. Look, I'm tired. Okay. I always want to join them. But sometimes you have to draw a line somewhere. Why you carry me to Lagos Island in the night? What's that?
You know when you see some addresses, you're just like, okay, but who located this venue?
Who ordered for it?
Whose house is it?
You know, but to be fair, it's in Daniel Abasi's studio, which is in Lagos Island, which is very, very nice. But it just makes me laugh so much. I'm like, these alter people will not kill somebody. Like, what's going on here? There are plenty spaces. Like, I don't know. It was just... But this part of Lagos Island is actually really, really like.
Yeah. I
really, really like it. So that was cute. But yes, I've also been begging Tay to come on the podcast. He's not a big talker. So whenever you have chance.
Wow,
sir,
I think the girls would love that, bro.
Whenever you have chance, bro.
Sir, do consider us.
Consider. We're not that scary. We can ask Loje. We don't bite.
Consider us. What's funny is when I went to homecoming on Sunday, I was trying to get matcha from Sleek. And then I bumped into one guy. He was like, oh, you're from my shows. I said, no, because I really like a podcast. First person I started listening to. I said, as a man, sometimes I just feel, but you know, fair enough. And me and the girls that started next to me, they were like, I don't know if that can. I just thought, I think that's an appropriate sentiment for you.
What I've always been fascinated by is men that toast me after watching the podcast.
Yeah, I'm always like, bro. So I'm like, what about what you've heard makes you think this is going to be lovely?
Out. This is going to be so fun for me.
I just think, and then, you know what I love about Lagos men? When they try, has anyone ever quoted you back from the concert on a date? Jala, this thing has happened to me like 3 times and I'm always just like...
There is something that didn't work out because this guy was convinced he knew me because he listened to the podcast. Like he was convinced he understood me in a unique way.
No, you guys, you can't... I don't think you can understand what I'm saying. Someone found their way to work pari passu into a sentence. And I was just like, oh my God, you think this is going to be like...
You're going to be like my soulmate.
I'm like, oh my God.
I'm sure he was
You watched the podcast. Because he said it and then he was waiting.
And then he looked at you like...
He looked at me like... I said, I said, let me not lie to you. This is somehow...
Yeah.
So first of all, the context is wrong. Okay? So I said, number one, even the context I used it is somehow. Then for you, no, it was bad. It was actually bad. He kept saying, oh, you know how you... So I think I was talking about what did we do that day? We went to lunch because I was going somewhere, so we couldn't go to dinner. And I was just like, this is so weird. I don't remember the last time I went on a lunch date. It's very odd. But
lunch dates are good. Sorry to cut you, but lunch dates are great because one, if you're trying to hide the person, people are busy.
People
so
are
all
busy.
The
They're
restaurants
not
are
outside
empty.
in the afternoon. And then it wasn't brunch. It was lunch.
Yes.
As in 2:30 p.m. Clear. So everybody that's come for brunch, they've gone home.
Yes.
Okay.
Also,
Everybody that is going for dinner, they've not arrived.
Lots of restaurants have deals.
Yeah.
So it's cheaper.
So it was me. But the only thing I have to say, during lunch, all the wait staff is available to watch you. They're just like, okay, so what are these ones up to? And so we were talking, and I remember saying that, then talking about dates. And I said, one of the funniest dates I had was like in Soho in London, just walking around to all these really strange, you know how in London there's always all these like, as in the restaurants will only serve, chicken and pina colada. Those are the only two things on the menu. You know all these strange...
Oh, you're not allowed to order. They will decide for you.
They'll just... Or people are lining up outside only to find out it's one donut, one thing.
Yes.
So all we did was we were just like, let's just walk around and find like an odd thing to do. And I was explaining to him that that's how I discovered one of my favorite coffee shops, which is in a barber shop. And it was near UCL, blah, blah, blah. Only for this guy start saying, oh, yeah, you really like your coffee now. You're always talking. And I just thought, God, I just thought, mate, help me out. Just freeze. Okay, you've heard the podcast.
Pretend.
Thank you so much.
Pretend you're actually getting to know me.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and you could tell he was waiting for any opportunity to bring up that, no, I've listened to that episode. Yeah. I'm actually aware of it. I then said something, my brother. He goes, D, right? Money, hey. I said, please.
Speaking of D, so when I was walking into the SDC concert, I just saw Dekule's car. And I was like, what are you doing here? Right? Dekule was like, he heard something is happening, so he came to check it out. You guys, Dekule did not have like plans. One, he didn't have a ticket. Two,
no.
Within 15 minutes, Dekule was inside walking around saying hi to everybody. I'm like, Dekule, I don't understand. I know the way he laughs, that stupid laugh. He now said, let me tell you something, Jola. As long as it's me alone, there's nowhere in this Lagos I can't enter. And I believe Dekule has so many friends. And not only so many friends, I feel like me and Foinee are the only people that find Dekule irritating.
I'm telling you.
Everybody loves that boy.
Everybody else is so
they
pleased.
Love Dekule. It is crazy. I am so tired of Dekule. So I bought a keg of palm wine, a small one, for me and my friends. But, I'm not like a palm wine connoisseur. Yeah. The only reason I bought a keg is because I did not want to be going back and forth.
Yeah.
So Dekule had some. I left and I had forgotten it inside. Dekule came out holding the keg and said, Jola, I'm going to give this thing to the guys that packed me. And I thought, this is why they like you everywhere. Because they're not going to... Who is going to forget the skinny guy
gave them
with
a
the big head that gave them a keg of palm wine when they packed his car? Also, Dekule's car is pretty recognizable. So every time he comes now, they're going to remember him. Meanwhile, me, Mumu... me, the dummy, honestly and truly, that was fun. Then on Sunday, I went to see on my J's by myself, which I haven't done in a long time. I went to see Sinners. You guys, I shit you not. I'm not doing spoilers with anybody, but that film, I finished watching it and I was like, this feeling I'm feeling is why I told my dad I am not doing accounting anymore and I'm going to, wow. Ryan Coogler is incredible. His mind is incredible. The film is beautiful. The music is stunning.
What I love is that
amazing.
Even people that are quick to, there are always people that they hate to love what everybody. I don't know anyone that is like, look, it's not bloody good. You need to see it immediately.
I went to Omono's house after to drop off clothes. So I saw Ozzy there. And Ozzy had gone to see it like in the morning and we were just going on and on and on. Omono was like, so two of our other friends and TMT being one of them, and TMT is like a film nerd, had gone to see, I started messaging her like, guy, you have to see this film.
Yeah.
Femi message. And she's like, is it that good? I said, I promise you, it is. I think what it is so thoughtful and is very beautiful. Also reminds me of the importance of working with your friends. Work with your friends, hone your craft and get this shit up. Get your money up with your friends. Get your skills up with your friends. Ryan Coogler went to school with Ludwig, who does the music for the film. Look, you guys.
Him and Michael B, this is their fifth film
together.
It's just
12 years in. work with your friends. Like, do shit with your people. Grow with them. Stop looking for, you are just starting as your career.
You're looking big with one person that has never seen you from anywhere. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
No, genuinely, there's something about like just work with your people and grow with them. So there's a thing, and I've seen it happen a lot of times in the Nigerian creative scene, where you start grafting with someone, and an opportunity comes to work with someone bigger. And you take it as like, this is your next stepping stone, as opposed to, okay, let me learn and see how I can push my own people like up with me. So I don't know. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous film. The subtext, all the things to think about, beautiful. Again, I'm now also back here to say that I have loved Michael B. Jordan since I was 13. Now,
so let me.
Wow.
The thing is, everyone was saying, they don't like horror or the genre. I said, personally for me,
no.
I see a poster, I see Michael B. Jordan. I don't actually need more information.
We don't.
Everybody was talking about, Michael Kugler, original stories, write original stories. I said, sorry, are you guys seeing that there are 2 Michael B. Jordans on this poster, not 1? Wow. 1, 2. I was like, what do you need, egg? I remember people were saying, Creed wasn't good. I said, this man did not wear his shirts for
excellent
75% of that movie. What else could you need? That was a brilliant film.
Oscars.
When they did the second one, I said, this man is still shirtless?
They now did the third one.
Look, there is nothing there that concerns me more than that.
I also do want to say that, okay, Foinee has in the film, but let me tell you something, right? Ryan Coogler, I was not familiar with your game because there are some sexual things that happen in that film. They are like, sir, is this what we're up to here? What? I was shy. So my Tilewa and her husband they came together and they were in front of me. I wanted to say, sorry, I feel like I'm intruding. They too are watching the film like normal people. I was looking around like, sorry, are we all seeing
what's going on here?
What is going on here? But the film is so good, you guys. I promise you, if you're like a creative in any way, like even if you're just like a hobbyist, when you see the film, like you feel, there's a feeling you get like, wow, I want to do creative shit really, really well.
I hope they do really well. Like,
they're better.
I hope everybody.
I think they're on.
I hope everybody.
As of yesterday, I think it was like. So the budget for the film minus marketing was 90M. I think they've done 60 something.
Oh, mad.
So hopefully by next weekend, they're going to...
Yeah. I think many people people are already talking about seeing it multiple times.
I am seeing this multiple times.
Yes, because you have to come and see it with us. Because yesterday, me and John were trying to plan a group outing to the cinema. Only for me to open the Instagram story, I see that Jola is already inside the cinema that we're discussing.
Michael B. Jordan.
In the group.
I
said, okay, but why were you not informed?
When John called me to cuss me out, first of all, that's someone that should be focusing on his wedding. Called me to insult me. That why am I not going out with you guys? I said, you guys don't understand. I need to see Michael B. Jordan immediately. You guys will not be safe. If you can say, hey, I'm doing my hair. John will say, after church, we have workers meeting. Shane will say, no, we have to see it in film. Leila will say, we have to watch it in the night because in the day it's not good for her skin. Just rubbish. The whole group just saying, fuck shit. Rubbish. Then Soju will say, Mickey Wolf, international film. They don't need... My group of friends is so absurd. Bolu now say, are we going to see it? He's not around. Why would we see a film without him? That's how we'll be talking to next week.
Honestly, I was just like, listen, we need to organize a group trip to see the film. The next thing, John said, okay, I should do a poll on the day. I said, this is why people don't actually have friends.
You see?
Because which poll?
I told Jesus happy Easter, carry my bag and went to the cinema.
Which poll? If I go now, you guys will say somehow. But you want me to do a poll?
No, our friendship group, too many opinions.
Everyone is actually
Everybody's
so somehow.
knocked. Everybody's so knocked.
We
are so knocked.
So somehow.
No.
No, but I think John really wanted us to go a step because Lamide is around. He said that she has now decided that our Sunday hangout is a front because now that she's back, we didn't do it yesterday. So she's asking him now, so what exactly? Where are you hanging out?
It's true.
Because when he was calling me body kilo now. So please, we must.
And his wife all thinks we're all fools.
To be fair, is she wrong? Is she wrong? Because like when I said, so I called Toby, Soji was just like, you guys again. I said, He said sinners as well.
I just remember Gladiator. Soji started watching the and the next thing, and this is the thing, I love watching films with animated people. People get annoyed, but like I love watching films with animated people because Soji just say kilo shele. And I love, like me, when people say, let's watch films in Nigerians.
No,
look,
I love it. The commentary is excellent.
I love it. This film, most people were actually like a bit more subdued.
Yeah.
But something happens in the film, right? I mean, everybody knows it's about vampires, right? So they're trying to sort something out, and one of the twins, Michael B. Jordan's character, and the guy who acts as his cousin, Miles, they have to do something. Please, I want you to know that the vampires are outside. They start hearing music, they stop. I promise you guys, the whole cinema say, hello, please. Enter the house. Hello. Literally everybody is like,
you know, in every horror movie, there's the moments where you're like, and you are dead.
No, because it's just like, but we're blacks. We don't do this. What do you mean we are stopping? The blacks don't say, didn't you hear?
My bro, move.
Didn't you hear all those? Like, that's why we've never had a Nigerian horror movie.
No,
because once you hear, did you hear that? Let's say, even in my own house, that I know. Not that I'm the one that locked up. So I know
there's nothing. Once I hear it sound like this, I'm moving.
Jola, Mommy Jola, and Daddy Jola in this house. I know for a fact. In fact, I've not even locked the gates that make sure that there's nobody. If I hear any sound, do you know what I do? I lock myself inside my own room. Because I don't need to know. One time my dad was joking that, what if the Holy Spirit wants to reveal himself to me? I said, okay, what happened to dreams? What happened to dream? Why
are you making noise
I could never have been in Bible times. Once any angel says, do not be afraid, I said, no, but you go tell me what I go do. Bros, go back to the place you are coming from. It's not me you tell, don't be afraid. Okay, I'm afraid. A child will be born unto you. I'm not ready for pregnancy, sir. I'm not ready. So how will we do it? How are we going to do it now, me? If I was the Bible would be 2 chapters.
No, it won't be. Because I won't, do you know, there are a lot of things that go on in the Bible that when you think about it realistically, you're just like, okay, I want all of us to come together.
Imagine God telling me you will build a boat.
What do you mean you're shouting my name?
Inside fire.
Hey, my name.
I will so pour sand. Inside that fire.
I say you saw a burning bush. Salo.
I said the Bible.
You had to discuss with the. Just imagine walking past now. Then the bush. I'm out.
Forget walking.
The problem is that is the angel that will have to hold me, not me wrestling with you because I've gone. What do you mean you've appeared in my room? As how?
2 chapters.
Okay, now all of us are outside. Now the other Dugbo is here. Okay, tell us.
What? Yes, now. Tell all of us. Tell all of us what the plan is.
Before you just... Can you see him? Can you see? He says his name is Gabriel. Can you... No. It's honestly... What?
The way I will run...
No, I don't get it. This is why I don't watch a lot of scary movies because I'm just like, what you're doing now, this is actually why they're going to kill
there's something,
you.
Only Jesus could have done it. Imagine people that have helped crucify him. Say, if you are not blind again, the next 20 minutes, call me bastard. Call me bastard. I promise you. You that you could not walk, you've joined there.
No, let me tell you, one of the stories that, honestly, every time people like read it out and they go, you see that doubting Thomas? What a stupid boy. What you want to see my hand for what? When you're not there. What do you want to see? My friend, get out. Actually, I'm just like, anyway, God is not a man and it's definitely not me. No. Everything is all good because there's so many times.
I said the Bible will literally be 2 chapters. Jesus will say, come to me. Glory on me. Please, Oga, Shebi na here with you. When you get here.
Okay, you come.
Shebi, you already come. Okay, because it doesn't make sense. I should come and meet you. Then 2 of us will not come to
you come.
You're already coming.
You come. Come, just ahead.
I will be singing for you. I will be clapping. Yes.
Ahead.
Reverse, turn back. There is a fish beside you, sir. Please move to your left. Now say, why are you afraid? Nothing, no.
What was her name? Is
Nothing.
Who was it? Say Hannah said, you're shouting my name. Pariwo, please. Why are you shouting? Who is that? Who is that? And why are you? The problem is that if I'm at home, all I just declare, please. By the time they prophesy that, you bring him, he'll be this. Okay, does it have to be me?
I tell you,
considered other people.
That Bible will be 2 chapters.
No, I'm sorry. The thing is, people are not thinking realistically. Okay, so you want to ruin my marriage. I should now tell Joseph that, well, you want to scatter my home. Iwo.
No.
No.
Crazy.
It's actually not okay. So
Crazy.
these are just the reasons why
Nah.
things go on. So all these things that in a horror movie, there'll be a ghost, you now go and approach.
Or maybe the Bible wouldn't have been written at all, because if I was Eve, which one is I'm talking to a snake? Before the snake can even finish talking, I tell my husband, please come and kill this thing.
See. And also, I mean, there are just so many, look, there are too many things.
Yeah.
There are too many things that have gone on that I'm just like, listen, it's very good that I was not in that
you know what?
time.
I also really enjoy the fact that, and I have this debate with a lot of people all the time, especially if you're a Christian, people read the Bible like with the automatic assumption that they would be the good guys, right?
Yeah.
It's like, they would be the ones who would also obey. Or they would be the ones who would also...
And I'm always like, I want us to be realistic.
I don't know. Like, I used to think like that
Most
until
of
I
you
did...
are Pharisees.
Until I did Duke of Edinburgh. And then I understood why the Israelites were complaining about walking in the desert. If you've ever gone hiking before...
Then you're not telling me that they chose...
40 years.
Who chose you? Who was there when they chose you?
Can you walk for one day? 40 years.
I feel like I would be one of the people that will raise up the meeting to vote Moses out.
Bro.
Okay, who told you
You
this
guys,
thing that you said now? Who was there when they gave you the
think
plan?
about this one. We went to tell this guy that we're hungry. He went to talk to God. No problem. They said there's manna and there's... How many times can I eat bread and chicken? Every day. Lojojumo, bread and chicken with honey. Bread and chicken with honey. Lojojumo every day. And you think, they now said, and they complain. Complain! How many times can everybody be realistic?
I don't think you guys know what 40 years is.
40 years. 40. 40.
Then people will be saying, the Egypt, we were eating there. There was grapes.
No, do you know what is
oranges?
No, do you know people can't even complain? Shebi, everybody was saying, we can't get what's that. Now, Tinubu people are saying, but during Buhari's time, and you're laughing at it. You guys don't know anything. Everybody read the Bible. I will be one of the chosen ones if I hear. If I hear.
Do you know my favorite thing that Christians do? And it's always this story, because I'm like, I've seen you people in night vigil, when they say that Jesus chose them to pray, then they fell asleep.
And they can't believe.
Or the 5 veggies that were not prepared. How many times do you arrive to church on time?
Forget to church on time. How many times will your Uber want you before you get downstairs? Look, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's all stop. The thing is, we need to stop lying. There's a lot of lying that is going on.
Yeah. This season of I Said What I Said is brought to you by Coins by Bamboo.
Our resident fame.
Yes, and Coins by Bamboo is a remittance app that allows Nigerians in Canada send money back home to Nigeria. So if you're paying bills, taking care of family, donating to a cause, Coins by Bamboo, they for you.
If you also want to send money to me, you are free. Please. Also, they have a double-sided referral program. Ask me, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
Okay, that means you, the referee, and you, the referrer.
Okay.
See what I did there? You will both get 10 Canadian dollars. If the person you refer does a transaction of up to 100 Canadian dollars within the first 30 days of them joining the app. So,
nice.
Lovely times.
So you guys should use our referral code, ISWIS. We're going to put the link in all the bios to sign up. And make sure you share and actually send the money so that we can all make
we can all make the referrals and we'll share it with you. They say, Jola will contact her.
All right, guys, enjoy the episode.
Bye. Let me tell you another thing. I just realized, so when I went to homecoming, I wasn't there for very long. I just wanted to look around, but I just realized that, man, I don't think I'm cool enough for many things anymore.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. Bro, there were so many people there that I was like, wow. I feel like my cohorts they came in the morning. Because by the time I got there, the cohorts, oh my God. The youths were so much there. With their wares, it was really, really crazy. And so a lot of the things that I wanted to go and buy, obviously they had cleared it. So it was now youth things remaining. And I was walking around looking at a lot of cool stuff, just thinking, oh man, you guys are really trying, with the things that you people are wearing these days. I'm very much into it. What else did we do? Okay, we went to family lunch. I've been trying to push my family into trying out new
spaces.
Where
Where do you guys go to?
We went to Sora.
Okay.
Yeah, they were not big fans. But, last week, or was it the week before, we went to Vici. That went down appropriately.
What, a treat? They like this. That's good.
That went down well. But I just find they're not into trying things. Every time I say there's a new, everyone is just like, whoa.
Oh, I also took my dad to brunch.
How's that?
It was really good. So this is just a segue, by the way. So it's something that I've been thinking about a little bit. Sometimes we forget that our parents have their own worries too.
Yeah.
Just a PSA. If you have good parents, if you don't have good parents, fuck them. But if you have good parents, like checking on them, like no, genuinely, just checking on them.
Like they have what they're dealing with as well. Like,
let's
what's
have a
going
chat
on in your life? Oh, I have something. It's a bit low energy.
Okay.
But I think it's important. So my mom and her friend went on. Mom and Auntie Twain did like a day of condolence visits. And I remember when she was telling me about it, I was so like bothered. I was just like, this is really something. The whole day, they went to like 5 different families who had lost people recently, old and young. And I was just like, you guys, this is not okay. People are dying.
Yeah, but that's life.
I know it's life, but it's also crazy because it wasn't all old people, which was sad. I mean, there were a lot of old people, but it wasn't all old people. But then and then I went into this whole thing where I was just like, because I then went into a rabbit hole. I was reading what people were saying about one of the people that died. I then went into this whole of like, the life that I'm living, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad, though. There's nothing wrong with it. But like, am I the one that's designed it? Or is it just sort of happening? Because I remember saying to someone, I can't believe we're in April. Yesterday was New Year's Day. And now we're in April and it's Easter and it just feels like the year is... Before 2 minutes now, it will be Christmas and the whole thing has gone. And I was just like, because I wanted to go out. Was it on Friday or so? But I was so tired that I was like, this week I've just gone to work. I've come back. I've gone to work. I've come back. And I was like, what is going on? Like, I now just started thinking that what would it require for me to be like, okay, I want to design my own life. Not anything, I don't even mean in an extravagant way, just in all these different ways. And then I started to become overwhelmed with all the choices because now you have to, obviously there's work, but you can't only just work and come back. You then have to be intentional about including your friends and family and, sparking joy or wanting. Then meanwhile, you're sparking joy, you have to start going to the gym inside the joy. So now you're sparking joy, you're walking, you're in the gym, but then you also have to rest.
Yeah, but isn't I think a full life is meant to be overwhelming.
Yes, but that's my problem was I was like, life is busy, but it doesn't feel full, like in the right way.
Yeah.
Like it's not full, it's overwhelming because there's so much going on. But I was like, wow, a lot of my time is actually spent just trying to catch up with stuff and not actually being like, if you have a full day, but it's a day that is full, like on your own terms, I think it feels differently than days where like the day is dragging you
along with
and
it.
down.
Yeah.
And I started becoming not afraid, but just concerned that if I'm not doing it now, when I want to start
when you want to start doing it. It's important, but it's a good thought to have. Did you watch the Michelle Obama Tracy Ellis Ross?
I started, I haven't finished. Okay, but I saw the clip and then I was like, okay, I definitely have to watch this.
I like that you said that because as usual, like a lot of dumb men, for lack of a better word, have taken
what she said,
the bones and left the meat and turned it into like this very warped, like the worst version ever and used it as a look at that. But I do think there's something really nice about hearing women who are older than you but have really great lives talk about like missteps or things that they think about. And she spoke about like grieving her dream, like parts of the dream, because she's living a part of her dream life, but grieving a life she thought she would have as well. And that took me down a TikTok rabbit hole of people talking about like different types of grief. And then one woman who's slightly younger, so she's not, because Tracy's in her 50s, so she's in her 40s. And she was like, look, she likes that people are having this realization, but don't start grieving in advance.
Yeah.
basically like there is a lot that's still in your control. And a thing she's bigger on now is not having to learn all the lessons. So basically what you're saying in that, like, okay, so what do I need to change about my thinking or my outlook or my approach? That will just make, because the time will still go anyway.
The time is going to go
There are
regardless.
very few times that I've chosen to be like, oh, I'm tired. I just want to, because I can be quite reclusive. I just want to be by myself. There are very few times I've said, let me just go to this thing and regretted it. And my life is always better for it. Let me just go and it's always like a social thing. Let me just go for this wedding party to see this friend to make this lunch. Even if the friend too was like, thank God you're canceling. I'm like, no, I'm actually still going to come and see you. We don't have to go anywhere, but I'm going to come and see you. Have I regretted it? And I think that's the thing about like keeping your life full. The more you have options to not show up to things and you choose to, the better it is for you. Just generally, that's my new thing. I've realized that the fun thing about being an adult is you don't have to be dragged anywhere. But the responsibility is that if you take every opportunity to not have to do something, you feel you're constantly feeling left out and somehow. Like because of your own free will, you're happy like, oh, I have my own time. Nobody needs to force me. I'm not going to do. And then you realize like, shit, I'm missing moments and I'm missing like memories. Like nothing, I could have stayed home. The Show Them Calm concert, I was like, oh, why did I agree to do this thing? But I had a great time. And that memory is there with the people that I saw. One of my friends I haven't seen in a long time. I saw people that I used to see all the time and I've seen them once in a while. And I was hearing the music and I was remembering where I was when I first... and I just thought I need to, because one of my hobbies, this is actually a joy of mine, is saying I'm not going. That is a personal joy. It's something I love. I love being like, I know. Let me tell you something. Do you know how many weddings I've just been like, I'll even make the Ashoebi. And just
sometimes it's not, for me, it wasn't even, like the Show Them Camp one, I actually forgot.
No, I know what you're saying.
What I'm even saying is that my own is not even from a place of choosing not to go, because for most of the time I want to go. The problem is that not having enough
time.
Not time, not like putting enough in place.
Right.
That there are things that you want to go to. I don't know if you know what I mean.
Are you a planner?
I am, but like let me tell you the problem is, we talk about it all the time. The problem is that for a long time, you are always in the know of things. Things would happen. People will say, we are going to this is going on. So it's very easy to be like, okay, no problem. On Thursday, we're going to Show Them Camp. But now we're in an adult thing that you have to say that you're going. And you have to find who else is also going. Then you have to make the plan.
Do you know what's so crazy?
To go.
Is I told John this. So John called me. I said, John, let me tell you what needs to start happening. All of us need to have the things we care about and say, I am going to this.
Yeah.
So this is, you're not saying it because you want, if your friends aren't coming, you're not going. It's basically like, I am already doing this. If you want to join me,
please, let's do it.
Feel free.
Do you know what I mean? So it's one of those things where I just kept thinking, wait, how did I know? And I was like, what am I saying? I saw it now. I saw it the same way everybody saw it. I noted down that I want to go. I'm sure people will go. I just didn't make any plan to be like,
I see what you mean.
Let me say, guys, let's go. Or this person, let's go.
Also,
and it just sort of just went.
Stuff is no longer as spontaneous as when we were younger.
It's not.
Yeah.
You kind of have to figure it out. You have to figure it out. And then I remember on Friday, someone was like, oh, do you want to go for drinks? I don't know what I'm doing. And I was like, do you know the thing? I actually want to go. But I can't lie to you. If I pass this long weekend and I don't sleep, I'm going to hate myself because I'm actually exhausted. I have not been sleeping. And so if I do this thing, by the time I get to Tuesday, I'm going to be so upset. This morning, I woke up and I was like, what will I say if I don't go to this recording? Because I'm tired. How will I? And I was just like, whatever, I already woke up late. Let me just quickly run. But it's like tonight now, someone has messaged, okay, this one. And I just keep thinking, during the week, I mostly don't sleep. If I miss this night.
I think what you can do is like, you have the first thing I would tell you, Sha, that I know of is you have to correct your sleeping pattern.
Yes,
That's
but
the
let me
genesis
tell
of
you
all
the
your
problem.
problems.
Because
Fake
let me tell you what I want to do now. Because I've said about sparking joy, I want to go to the social thing in the evening, but then I still have work to do. Then go home and do the work.
No.
And then I'll sleep at 3 a.m.
No,
but
you
then
can't
the
do
whole
that.
week will be wrecked.
You can't do
because
that.
I'm exhausted.
You can't do that.
Now the problem is, I still have the work to do. I have to do it. The social one thing now. I mean, sure, it can be moved to another day, but this is the day that he wants to go. So now I'm just like, hey, maybe I just said I'm intentional about fulfilling the whatever, what to do. But I also was intentional about saying I'm going to start trying to sleep on time.
Fair.
Because like it's ruining, like I can feel it in my body.
Yep.
So these are the challenges of life. And this week I've had so many conversations where I'm like, what we meant to see last week, but I was, we're busy, we canceled it, and I'm like, this how life is just going.
Yeah, I just want to plan a ton of stuff. It's my birthday on Sunday, so I'm like,
what are
I
you
need to
gonna do?
figure. You guys, we're either congregating in my house or Bolu's house.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I really think I'm gonna bring back the dinner party.
Yeah.
But not, the problem is...
No, not at the scale you are doing it.
Not at the scale I was doing it. And you see, that's always what makes things complicated. When you want to do things you then don't do it.
No, do dinner parties like Ozzy.
Yeah.
Because Ozzy does like 5 people at a time.
Yeah, just inside my house. Just inside my house. And, the people that I want to see, I think that's going to be it. I think that's going to be a bit of fun. So,
yeah. Also, we forgot to say we went to Demilade's thing, my friend's house.
We did go to my friend's house in the week. It was really fun.
It was so much fun.
It was really
She's
fun.
a fantastic cook.
She is. I really enjoyed it. The company was fun.
Yeah, she's going to come on the podcast this year, but Demilade's event was
It was
really,
a lovely
really
time. And it was very small dinner party, like 5 people.
Yeah.
But we had
of course, as usual, we're the last to leave, but that was fun.
I don't even question such things anymore. Normal. We talk too much.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
But that was like, I went home and I was like, hey, see a day now.
Yeah.
I had to work. I came back. I did a nice thing. Now I'm going home.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was.
I also have a new resolution for this year. I need to learn to fight.
What do you mean?
I'm very spiteful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just recognize it.
As in, you're not doing the confronting outside.
No.
Like out loud.
I can, but I just realized that like I'm like perfectly fine holding malice.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
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 Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. No, my resolution.
And I'll hold the fight till I become completely ambivalent towards the person, and that's not.
Wow.
Yes.
So what do you want to start doing now? Just saying it.
I think so. Just not being so irritated. So what I do that works perfectly in relationships that I'm not supposed to be in is I told you now, I'll focus on the bad thing, and it will grow and grow and grow till the person is just completely irritating to me. But I need to learn to be like, okay, rather than being like, this person is just a nuisance and you should know better, I need to learn to be like, okay, this is the issue.
Yeah.
And let us deal with the issue earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm great at keeping malice, but it's like a silent malice. It's not, but yeah, I thought about it last night and I was like, I don't even want to let go. That's the thing. I enjoy it.
Yeah. Some things they put you in like a little high horse.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
It's like a righteous indignation that you're like, I'm
you.
right.
And I am. I am.
Yeah, just like the thing is, I'm right.
I am. So I want to learn to be better. But I have this same thing I'm talking about. I was like, yeah, I want to make my life much fuller because Lagos is so shit.
It is.
Lagos is so
it is.
shit.
And I'm like, if I just allow, trying to make money or whatever, just go. It's just as if you're watching life go
It's so
on.
shit. Like when I went to Omono, I went to Omono's house to drop the clothes, but she also she takes Easter very seriously.
Yeah, I saw that. And I was like, this is so fun.
Yeah, it's very anti-Omono. It's just like it's anti-Omono's thing. She organizes like these Easter egg hunts with her nephews and nieces. So her siblings and then their cousins also bring like their kids and stuff. And then some of her older cousins come to help her organize. And I just thought, this doesn't take that much.
It doesn't. It's like, it's a you're hiding Easter eggs up and down. Everybody's
and the kids are having fun.
People are having fun. Like, I feel like part of my issue is, okay, do I now have to start planning so many things? Sometimes you just want to be invited to something, but I'm like, look, my dear, life is give and take. If you're kind of open to things, you're down for it, it will also sort of revolve around. Like you want to have a full life. So I'm trying to be very intentional about it. Let's see how it's gonna go. Who knows? But it just feels like, man, every day, every week, so you've gone to work, you've come back. Like what has moved forward in life? It feels a bit crazy.
I think we're not creating enough memories to sustain the hard.
Yeah, we're actually not.
Yeah, we're not.
We're not.
Creating enough
And like
memories
it's
to
just,
sustain the hard bits.
it feels somehow. I'm like, we're not. So I was talking to Toby RCCG yesterday. So sorry, my dear. I'm so sorry.
It's late. It's already his name.
Already late.
He's already his name.
His auntie has a skating thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling him that there was one birthday where I carried everybody to Vauxhall in London onto roller skating. Of course, all my friends were like, what the hell? But we had it was like a 90s R&B skate. We had a blast.
But that was like your birthday where you did the games
it was
as
a
well.
really fun thing. And I was like, me and him have been talking about everybody going to the skating, and we were just laughing that everyone is just going to be sulking.
So you want to carry some skating.
And then I was like, but the thing is, we'll get there. And
we'll
okay, now we are here.
blast.
We're here. What? Okay, last time you will laugh.
We'll have a blast.
And I was like, let's just do it. Let's just do it. And whatever is going to happen. I said, see, all these things are going to keep going on.
Yeah.
And it's just going to move. It's just going to move. And you will not know when it has happened. I remember someone was saying, oh, should we go to the beach? And someone else said, for what? And the person was like, it's only in Lagos that they go to the beach for something. Because obviously it's a production. They're like, let's just go. If it's four of us,
I think some of us think about it. Sean just carries his load and goes to the beach. That one doesn't give a crumb of a damn.
He was like, you guys, if four of us sitting here just say we're going to the beach, then we don't have to carry many coolers. If each of you bring a bottle, each of you bring food, carry it on the boat when we're going. The problem is that you want 30 people to go. And you want to use a fancy house. All of you, we all know someone who has beach house. It's not the nicer one. It's just the normal one they used to have before.
Even if you go to Takwa, you get the thing.
Bro, and he was just like, can we not just go? Like, it's not that complex.
You can even pay those small boys to find you.
What are you talking about? We're like, we have access to who has both. Like, let's just go.
Let's just have a good time.
I don't want to go for anything. We don't need to, the DJ doesn't need to be there. It was just so funny because when she said for what, I was like, that's a crazy question. No? Yeah. Until let's go to the beach.
Sorry, this is also like a terrible thing to say.
Go ahead.
But so I saw Demilade and Tilewa, but then I saw Tejiri and Adoye, and I just thought, isn't it nice to see couples that like each other?
It's lovely. Do you know my favorite genre is happy, like not happy couples, enjoying couples.
Each other. Yeah.
Happy couples are whatever. I don't know, it's dull. But couples that like enjoy them, like you can tell that you see this person. I enjoy being there. I love it so much. Yeah. I'm very into.
I just thought, look at them married and happy.
I'm very into it.
Zero fornication, just legal in the eyes of God and man. Just having a good time. Because it sometimes seems, particularly in Lagos, I'm sorry to say, it seems like in Lagos, people that are dating that are happy. Once they get married, they're so miserable.
They start being somehow. And then you start doing things outside. All your fun is outside.
You're sparking joy outside your home. Why can't you spark joy inside? It feels like you need to
pack all the joy so that when you get home, you have enough memories to last you till next weekend.
The next time.
Where you can run outside again. And I'm just like, you guys, I beg, like, all these things are not this serious. So I think, this is what I'm getting back to, like, activities. I saw that they do paintballing in Lagos. I want you guys to know that we're going.
Oh, God.
It's going to be really bad. Actually, really terrible. It looks awful.
I know it's going to cause fights.
Yeah.
For sure.
It
And
looks
Layla is going to be the one that's going to vex.
The thing is, paintballing is actually, if you think, it's actually an awful activity. It's painful and it is hot. But honestly, a lovely and great time. Which, why do you have to wait till we travel to somewhere to do all these things?
Well, you and I both have long trips coming up. I was so happy. You guys, I can't lie to you.
Bro, you guys.
I can't lie to you. I'm overjoyed.
I am. It's going to render me financially,
destitute. Destitute. You
guys!
Speaking of financial, let me tell you what made it worse. I got home. You guys, I got home on Saturday night. And said, let me just watch. So I depressed the on button on my laptop. Guess clear. What's going on over here? I said, no.
It can't be.
It can't be. You guys, my laptop is not working.
Okay. You found 19 oil on it. I hope you took his charge.
I carried it to pastor. What are you talking about?
What are you talking? Immediately.
And I carried it to pastor immediately.
That's when you remember that God can use the foolish things of this world. Hey!
My laptop.
That laptop will rise up. This is Easter.
No. You guys, I was distraught.
No, I can't take such things. If my laptop
Let
goes
me
off
tell you, when my mom came in, I said, Mommy, my laptop not working. She said, because she was just like, in this economy, no. So I sent it off. They said that, thankfully, they said just that they need to replace the battery. Okay. I said, I was about to start crying because I legit was like, this is not in my current
plans. Is actually not the time. So the thing is, our trips are going to render me financially bankrupt. No, and when I say that, I don't mean it in a cute way. I mean, when I get back, I'm not coming back with currency of any kind. But like once I land, I'm on empty. If nobody comes pick me up at the airport, I have to remain there because there will be no possible way to. Nothing like no, I don't think you understand. I won't be able to afford the Uber to my home. So like, if they don't come and pick dollar, we're finished. Let me tell you something. I have to stand and wait for someone to see me.
Say, FK. Oh my God, where are you going? I say, I just be calling. Say, can we drop you? You say, I don't want to be a burden, but sure.
Wow, you guys. But you see, I'm stacking the enjoyment in such a way that,
they can plan.
You don't understand.
Initially, I was going to go and come back, and I was like, "What? Look, you only live once, Jola."
No, I'm out.
Why not put yourself in the situation? Do you know what I'm thinking? Do you know, in fact, if I'm not talking about it correctly, I'm putting myself in a situation where God can save me. That is what I'm doing.
And it's only him.
It's not irresponsibility. It's that I'm telling God, him. Show yourself.
There's nobody else. So I bought a ticket and I looked at it. I said, Mind you, that's just the ticket. So I was on the phone with Leila. She said, why did you go quiet? I said, but she said, what of feeding? I said, feeding? I said,
are you not on a diet? Feeding?
It's not people that have money that feed. It's not people that have money that are feeding. I said, girl, at the state we are now, I can get to the airport. I can fly. When I get there, I can go.
Let me tell you how
to my abode. Anything outside that.
Let me tell you how foolish I am. I don't know if you guys have been living under a rock, but Priscilla Uju got married this weekend.
Yeah. And it was a production. Let me tell you, out of all the things that happened, the only thing I was focused on was that there was one guy that went to that wedding and stole money. Who stole money?
He put the money inside.
I didn't see this.
He put it all over his chest, inside his bum bum.
How did he catch him?
They didn't catch him. He made a video. After bringing out all the wads of cash he picked up. He didn't take like single
bundles.
He picked 1,000 naira. This man put his girlfriend was on the bed. He removed it from inside his bum bum. All I kept thinking was, I should have gone for this wedding. I should have gone.
And these are people should know a concept because where will you put it?
Even if they had said, the waiting staff is that I will go. I won't even be proud. Say, you look familiar. I'll say, no, I'm here with the cleaners. I will pack. I will so pack money.
No, you know, the thing is that obviously people have so much commentary around like celebrity weddings. The thing is, it looked fun. And I love things that look like everybody's having a good time.
I will say that I adored seeing Iyabo Ojo's friend in Iran Buba. God!
Sorry,
the only thing I want to say...
The only thing I want to say about this whole thing, because I don't have much commentary about the wedding. I saw the videos, I enjoyed it, I moved on. I don't know why everybody can't just keep things. Absolutely. It looked like a wonderful time. Now, people complaining that Messi changed 3 times. Marry. Let me see you. Let your child marry. Let me see. Who wants to tell me not to change? Who are they? Who are they?
That's why I kept quiet. I just said, you people don't know anything.
You guys are even talking about marriage. Let her child do sports day. Hey! See poster? I don't understand. What are you guys? What's everybody always saying?
And I think people forget because they are like more recent history. But Mercy and Iyabo Ojo have films going back like 20 years. Like people forget.
They were like, 20 years is doing a lot. I said, you've not seen anything.
John, I told you, when people are talking, I said, John is getting married.
Look, at John's wedding, people will be calling the waiter and I'm going to be telling, please attend to the guests. And the waiter is going to be looking at me as who?
His parents are actually going to be
of the groom. We have a group chat.
His parents are going to be disgusted.
No, we have a group chat. That's what you don't get it.
We will be walking up and down to places nobody sent us to.
Look, his other friends are going to have to ask him that, John, sorry, who are these people? I told him that you see that thing that someone put a picture. I said, you should send me the appropriate picture he wants me to print on my dress because that's how I'm showing up. I just don't understand why people think
it is our event.
No. This is actually the thing. I don't know. Maybe it's like a culture. It's your event. It's your event. These are your friends. It's your event. So I don't know how.
Yeah, it was a lot of the commentary made me laugh. Like when people are like, oh, Enjoyyy is crying too much, blah, 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 blah. First of all, his best friend is moving to Tanzania. What the hell? She did not see anybody in the VIM runs to marry. Who will cry? Dima's wedding. Dima was moving from Ikoyi to Ikoyi. I was crying. I cried that people were asking me if I'm not feeling fine. The concealer.
There's no wedding.
All the concealer they put here.
Wedding I've gone to that you're not crying. So what is the... I'm like, you guys are clearly not understanding many things.
So many things.
I just think that I think, you can talk about excess or whatever, but let me tell you where I was going to. Where I was going to was because we had Obi Kubana's 50 for 50. Yeah. Then we had this, and there was just a lot of money in the environment. Okay? There was a lot of, and when I say in the environment, I mean in the physical, on the floor.
Yeah.
In the physical environment. And obviously, now I'm planning a trip. I thought to myself, what is going on?
Nah.
Okay, where is everybody seeing the money that is just being moved up? And I thought to myself, how possible is it, because I'm traveling in June, to marry before then?
Take me, please.
No, or to have a landmark.
No, but the thing is that
birthday. We have... If it's, can I turn 35 by May?
Yeah, 32.
That's what I'm saying. Can I do 33 for 33 in May?
Your birthday is in January.
It's ahead of time. Just to raise the funds required for the trip. Or can I do it like a marriage? You get what I mean?
No.
Okay.
I don't get it at all.
No, because these are, what I realize is when you have a landmark event, people give you money. So what can we do?
We can beg.
No. You're not getting me. What can we do?
We can rob.
To encourage people.
To give us
that
money.
When they come, they feel like, let me support this person.
This endeavor.
On this day of celebration.
Take me, please.
I could be pregnant.
That one you can do.
Sure. That will ruin my trip.
You can get pregnant.
That will ruin my trip.
This is the problem.
So I don't think that's a good plan. But I just thought, okay, so what can I do?
I don't know.
In the meantime, do you know what I mean? So that people will come to the event
and
ready for supporting. Because if you turn 50, people are ready. If you marry, these are the things. But it's a short timeline for me to turn 50, actually.
Yeah.
Or May. This is April. So
it's too short.
It's actually a short time. I don't have any landmark.
You can say you're assisting me on my birthday, like you're the assistant birthday girl.
How old are you turning that? Who wants to support you?
It doesn't matter.
Who wants to support you?
It doesn't matter. You can try.
I've seen friends that we have. They're supporting you with cupcake.
At best, too.
People are showing up at that birthday party with us already.
At best.
These are not...
At best.
Look, what you can get is six donuts Exo Bakery at the max.
I just remembered one time we said that Soji said that we should go to his friend's salon to do our hair. Fakemi now choose on the expensive hairstyle. So he said, they don't do it. He said, don't do it. Wash it, they don't do this. Fakemi now said, hey, but they can't let. He said, no, it's not, they don't do this. Now our friends are insane.
Even this movie, I said, because a couple of times we've gotten the little cute film
nothing like Cubo.
When I said, let's get the private, John said, I'm marrying, for God's sake. I have a wedding coming. Which stupid cube? Let's go to the cinema with others. Let's go. Ikoku said, look, people have not even blown like that. So who is recognizing you that you cannot be in the normal cinema with? I said, I'm so sorry. I just want to have a cute time with my friends.
No.
He said, okay, will you pay? I said, of course not. So these are just the challenges. Honestly, I really thought about it that what can I do where I'm not raising the money, but people just feel like the obligation
to support
because that's the nature of things going on. Like at John's wedding now, can I pack money for myself?
Foinee, please.
No, like maybe they can spray me also if I dance. I'm going to tell them to announce me dancing. So that when you guys see that, they've announced
Aren't we supposed to be spraying?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'll spray my own. Then they'll announce me. Then everybody will spray me. Then I'll collect my own back as well. When I'm packing everything, my own will already be there. So I'm packing everything together. I feel like it's a good plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can try that.
I'm definitely going to. Hello, boys and girls.
Hello. We are here with small owl for you guys.
Just a little treat for the skincare boys and girls.
Exactly. So for those of you who saw that we had a lovely event with Garnier to celebrate their new vitamin C active range, Beauty Hut has decided that they are going to give you guys 20% off when you use the code Garnier ISWIS.
That is Garnier ISWIS at Beauty Hut.
Yeah.
Or 20% off.
Off the entire Garnier Skin Active range.
Yes.
That's all.
Don't say we didn't do anything.
Exactly.
We always do things for
And I've
you.
actually been using it. I'm enjoying it.
I actually have.
Yeah,
I quite like it.
I'm enjoying it. So for 20% off the Garnier Skin Active range, use the code Garnier ISWIS at Beauty Hut. And let them know we sent you.
And let us know that you've also gone there. Might be nice. You can also get for us. It doesn't mean.
All right, guys.
Fine.
Enjoy the episode.
I do have last thing to say about the wedding of the century. First of all, congratulations.
Yeah.
I really, really like Iyabo Ojo. I have a very soft spot for her. I really like the woman. And I think maybe because, I think it was last year or 2 years ago that she's always been active, but people started to know a bit more about her personally. And she spoke about how difficult it was to raise her children by herself because she was very, very broke. And she was very young when she got married. She was still very young when the marriage scattered. And so she had primary responsibility of her children and it was really hard. So basically, like, you can see, and Priscilla is lovely. Like, she's a sweet girl. She's lovely. Like, I'm just happy for...
Yeah, I don't have any strong feelings about either of them. I just think that, like, I don't know why we act... Look, we've always been society people.
Yeah.
So this thing, people are saying, like, oh my God, the culture. And I'm like...
No, do you know why?
We've had these things like this in city people.
City people was outside of celebrity culture in a different way. But what it was that it was like very upper class people who are not complaining about the cost.
Of course.
You don't get to come back and complain about a culture you're perpetuating because you can opt out in a much simpler way. What I don't want to hear is from celebs to come and start saying, oh my God, it's so expensive. Honey, no.
I'm like, honey, you built this.
Also, Nigerians need to stop being ridiculous. There is celebrity culture and then there is us. Like, don't start worrying about, it's too expensive. I've said this thing before. Foinee was laughing at me that day. It's not that expensive to get married. When you who have to gather basically 7 months of your salary to pay rent. And that's not a bad thing. It's just the country we live in. Start thinking you're supposed to have a celebrity wedding. That's where you have a problem. Vicky James should not be on your wish list.
It's literally...
Genuinely, you have no business with her. I'm actually not trying to be funny. You're saying you're under pressure. What do you mean you're under pressure? Vicky James,
who puts you there,
is a celebrity stylist. Like, she's not a celebrity stylist. I mean, she's a celebrity designer.
Yeah.
So she's not even just they're designers. Then there are celebrity designers. Vicky James
is expensive anyway you look at it. Anyway you look at it.
You are saying, oh my God, you saw this vendor at at Davido's wedding. You too, you carried your head. And you're now saying, weddings are so expensive. Excuse me. You have no business with hors d'oeuvres. It is small chops. And people will still have fun. I'm being serious. I heard DJ Obi charges blah blah blah. Excuse me. What are you doing finding out his rates anyway? What are you talking about? DJ.
Listen.
People need to relax. Like, nobody is doing full-on photo shoots before somebody. Do you know what we normally do? You find a nice area in your house.
You snap with your phone.
You snap with your phone.
Your friend takes a picture
of you.
You do post it.
So what are we talking about? Like, can everybody relax? Oh my God, I heard this makeup artist now, 180K. Not your business. Because I shit, there are still makeup artists that do makeup between 15 and 18K.
Now you no one use them.
Now you no one use them because you want to be able to tag them.
Now you no one use them.
Can we all, celebrity culture is not like for everybody. So let's all, oh my God, people are now doing, yes, they do it. They are the ones who do. Oh my God, weddings are so crazy. 1,000 people. Where? Why do you have that you can't feed and you're now wailing? Where?
My own is just, again, it's normal. Okay?
It's normal.
According to Babersi, it's normal.
It's normal.
Look, when they were doing 500-person wedding on the roadside with canopy and bunting, all of us were here.
Yep.
All of us were here. It's now that they've changed canopy to Balmoral that all sorts of things are going wrong. But it's normal. We've been here for a long time.
I just don't want that to become like the predominant, this idea that celebrity culture is regular people.
Yeah,
and
like regular people have shit as well. But like what you're looking at is rich people.
Yeah, rich, wealthy.
When you're talking about, the 50th was lavish, please let us look at what we are discussing, okay? Other people did 50th, we were not there.
Yeah.
We didn't complain.
Calm down.
Do you know what I mean? Let's just take a step back. And but I'm very much looking forward to the summer and leaving this place for an extended amount of time.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a blast. Again, the cost is insane, but like, for once, I'm just like, whoa.
Let it cost.
I swear, for no minute am I like this. I know it doesn't make sense, and I'm like, okay, so for the first time this summer, if you see me doing anything that doesn't, don't worry yourself. When I get back, I don't have any plan. I don't even have any financial plan. Everything is complete. Everything is coming out. Before I leave, like this pig investors
the only thing I'm not removing is my pension.
From, I swear. And even at that, there's a way I'll come back that 25% penalty, I have to accept it. I have to accept it because the way things are looking, there's no way, as in foreign currency, Naira, everything is going. Everything is going. It's going to be one of those things. A time is going to be hard and it must be hard. So that's just it.
Okay, let's do some dilemmas, shall we?
Sure.
First, we have Anonymous Transfer, who says, as you guys can see, I'm without the laptop because it's not working. Who says, hi, I'm shy sending this, but my husband keeps saying, I don't want my mommy to know I've been sending you money. We've been married for 7 years, and any small thing involving money for feeding, upkeep, even something as basic as sending me money for my hair, he has to be slick with it. One time we were at his cousin's wedding ceremony and I mentioned that I needed money to spray. Not anymore, EFCC, please. And this man quickly yanked my purse to press the money inside like we were doing a drug deal. Then he said, you know how mommy behaves. She doesn't like when I give you money directly. I was so shy because my friend overheard. Now what?
Sorry, are they in a legal marriage?
His mother gets offended.
Hold on. Are they like in a
proper...
Yeah,
she said 7 years now.
Is she sure that she's the wife?
Abby, maybe she's smallie.
No, because what I'm saying is that, a lot of people say things, my man. Okay, meaning...
She said my husband.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm getting to it. Husband, is it like in a term of endearment?
Or hubs.
As in your legal... Because small thing now, wifey, hobby, you people are not married. So I want to know, do they have certificates? If we check the registry, would they be there? Number one. Number two, are they like on pocket money? Do you get?
Oh, maybe his mom is still the one providing the money.
Is she the breadwinner? Is she the head of the home? Because if mommy is in charge of the finances, then I see why you people are all... But I just... many things make me shy. I'm feeling uncomfortable. I can't lie to you. I'm feeling shy. I'm actually feeling a bit somehow. Because that's crazy. Obviously, what she's talking about is like, as in money to do my hair. You're hiding money that you're sending me as my husband from your mommy.
That's very odd.
Can I just ask a question? How does your mommy know the money you're sending me?
Do you know what I suspect? I suspect he might be using you as an excuse for a lot of things.
Yeah. Because my question is, how does the mom know what he's doing with his money?
So maybe so what I'm saying is that maybe her name has come up a lot in terms of, this is why I can't do this for the family. My wife this, my wife that. So it has become like a sticking point.
Yeah.
A. B, your mother-in-law just doesn't like you and sees.
I think that might be where we want to focus on. The truth is that you've not given enough detail for me to understand, but it's a very, very stupid situation and you need to look into it. It's not normal at all. I mean, if you thought it was normal, you would not be right.
But that's crazy, isn't that?
But let me not lie, that's one of the craziest
Does
things.
anybody, I think we should definitely clip this, but do people have that as an experience? Like, do they know people or have they personally experienced a thing where their partner, but specifically in this case, your husband giving you money causes problems within the family?
I'm sorry, what are we talking about? My husband.
That is crazy to me.
Like, again, unless it's somebody else's husband, number one. Also, how is your mom seeing that you sent me, I don't know, how much is the hair? Do you know what I mean? No, seriously, if you send me 45K for my hair or 60K or whatever, how does your mommy know?
That is insane.
Is she getting a lot on your account?
Possibly.
Why the hell is your mommy getting a lot on your account?
I don't know. This just sounds crazy.
Is it a spiritual issue?
Also, it's just as simple as why does mommy know what's going on?
That's what I'm saying. We need to ask more questions. Is it a spiritual bondage?
Yeah.
Or are you just a baby?
Or did mommy do juju for him to make money? So whenever, as the money is leaving, she can feel her life form.
Is he just a liar?
Fair.
Like, what are we? Is he just a bloody liar? Because which one is my mommy said I should not give you money to do your hair? What's happening? But the problem is she didn't say he doesn't give her. She said that he hides.
He hides to give her money.
So we have to ask how she knows. And why she knows. She's the breadwinner. You can't tell me anything. But even if she's the breadwinner, can't people be on pocket money? You don't know about direct debit. Let Big Mommy send you salary now.
No, but what I'm saying is it doesn't matter. Because I don't know, like...
Let me know, like, the fundamental problem here is that your husband is a coward.
And your mother-in-law is jealous.
A coward. And let me tell you, it's nasty behavior for your mother-in-law to be jealous that your husband is giving you money. But the truth of the matter is that you've married a baby. Why can't he tell his mommy to stop that?
Stop that rubbish. Because there's even boys that are able to tell their moms that thing with alacrity.
Yeah, like, what's this rubbish that you're doing? Please don't come near me and my wife. You're disturbing me.
Do you have one?
I'm struggling with the format.
Okay. This is from Maya the Mumu, who says, "Hi Faze, I have played myself." Deep sigh. "My boyfriend used to complain about taking the train, so I suggested he use my car. Now, 2 weeks later, my car is still AWOL. Every time I ask, it's babe, please, one more day. Meanwhile, I'm here taking the bus. I feel silly and ashamed. How do I collect my property peacefully before I fully become a pedestrian? I don't want to hurt his feeling."
She doesn't want to do what?
If you don't blast Ole by Two-Face loudly,
you don't want to hurt his feeling.
From now on, whenever he calls you, say, "Hey, Boro make me shine." Give him new names every day. Every day. Calls you again, beggy. Every time he calls you, every time he texts you, what do you mean? Be like, "Nigga, where is my car? I want give me my car."
Like, what are you saying? Also, how are you not seeing him that you don't even know where the car is?
I have a friend who, this is not the same, because that guy was using a car to carry babes. So what happened was she was standing at the bus stop and she saw him drive past with a girl in the front seat. She stole her car back. She took her second key, went to his yard in the night and stole her car back.
I don't understand what you're telling me.
I just want you guys to understand that a lot is happening. So this is the thing. This is where we're different. How do you... So I understand entitlement within relationships. I'm a big fan of entitlement within relationships.
Yeah, I think.
But what
good.
I don't understand is how we get to the point where you borrowed my car for the day,
and I'm asking you,
and I have to ask you to give me my car back.
You're telling me, babe,
2 more days. This is weeks later. He didn't tell me 2 more days.
You know the problem.
The evening of.
You know the problem. You people don't have a relationship where insults is
commonplace.
No, because the thing about it is, if we're dating, the kind of person I'll date, I know that, you see, you do anyhow, you will normally see anyhow. And you also know that me too, the minute I start doing rubbish, the kind of person I would date will tell me that you started doing rubbish. Look at now, what I think doesn't make sense. And because you don't want disgrace inside your household, I'll be shy. So what do you mean you've had my car? First of all, where are you?
Are you sure he has
it crossed state lines?
Are you sure he has not sold the car?
Is he still in the vicinity of the state? Because my question is, this one they're asking, where is the car? Why haven't you seen him, your boyfriend?
This reminds me of...
Where is he?
You're not on Twitter anymore, but there's an artist and she told the story of how her now ex carried her car quick. He didn't tell her. So basically he woke up, went to run a quick errand with her car and bashed the car. New car. The way she sorted that boy.
No, you have to. That kind of thing, you have to kneel down and beg me.
Bashed her car.
No, my own is I'm sorry. Not only has he taken your car, which is he's actually taking you for a fool. The bigger issue is the ride that he's taking you on while you
trek.
While you are careless.
While you trek.
While you are moving around on the bus, that man is cruising.
And let me tell you something about public transport. If you took my car, but I could take the train is one thing. Bus and leg, wow.
Let me tell you, no, you're still not getting it. This man is whining you so severely that instead of going to hold the shirt, you are writing to this place about where your car.
She doesn't want to hurt his feelings. You know,
my
being
sister,
a man,
this is somebody that doesn't give a damn
do you
about
know I'm
your
laughing?
feeling.
Being a
not
man,
just your emotion, your physical feeling of you walking up and down the
being
place.
a man is so delicious because do you know she's still thinking about emasculation even within this context.
You don't want him to feel somehow that he doesn't have a car.
Because before he'll be like, this is why men don't ask women for things.
I want to put as a scenario. Let's say you took his car for weeks.
You hear me? The way let me tell you what you need to do. You need to spend more money. What I want you to do first of all is you need to buy a karaoke machine that comes with a microphone. The next time he comes, you stand at your window and you say, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Our favorite Boro Boro Make Me Shine is back again. Back again with my car that he has been driving for 3 weeks while I have been trekking. Everybody clap.
Look,
for our Boro Boro Make Me Shine.
Do you know the problem I have here is that a lot of times I can't put myself in this situation.
No, it's not possible.
It's actually not possible. If you borrow my car for a day, you have a specific thing you want to do, no problem. You see, by the time we get to that next day, which week? Jola, let's be ready. Which week? When we get to that next day, when you want to do has finished, you're still with the car. No problem. You see, by the time we get to the third day, you can't meet a stable situation.
I just want to say something.
You can't meet a conducive environment.
Can I say something quickly?
You'll be shy.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
In the spirit of Easter, I want you to know that even by the third day, Jesus finished what he was
God
doing
bless you.
and came back.
You!
Which errand are you running? That we are now in 3 weeks. Jesus saved the
my
whole
problem
world
is
in 3
they're
days.
still discussing. You know what? Maybe he has bashed it and he's trying to get it fixed. But for 3 weeks, what are they fixing there? That boy has sold that car.
Fake me. He has not sold the car. He told his real girlfriend that she can borrow his car.
It's true. And
Yes.
she has gone. She has actually gone to Just
And
with the car.
she's on a joyride with her pals.
You guys, I can't see. There's no amount of body that in my spirit, I know that car is not in the state.
Yeah.
That car, if they're in Lagos, that car is in Abuja. I'm telling you the truth.
This reminds me of our friend whose car, they dropped him in the airport for him to
car was
travel.
him.
By the time he got to London, the car was in Mina.
They absolutely moved the
His
car.
driver had tipped it. And he saw on his car controller that Mina. Who is Mina? Who is Mina? Is that my girlfriend? Only for him to see his car is in Niger State.
The truth of the matter is just that, like, babe, you need to rise up. I think the problem is that, go and declare the car missing.
Do you know what kind of flagrant...
You like him to such a foolish point.
What kind of flagrant disrespect? You
That's
borrowed
my problem.
car.
You're not seeing that he actually doesn't rate you at all. Because, look, this is not even about boyfriend, girlfriend. I can't do this to my friends because they have what they're doing. What do you mean I borrowed your car? 2 days have passed, I've not returned the car. And then I'm telling you, what? What's next?
Oh, happy day. Oh la la.
See, yeah, your first problem is yourself. You need to go and find a friend that does not give a damn about this fellow to sort out this matter. You know his house now.
That's what I'm wondering. You see, you just stand outside. I say, I'm standing outside. I need my car key.
Okay.
All right. Up next, we have.
Oh, I like this one. It's cute.
Okay, let me read this one and then you read it. I have Na by Force, who says, "Hey guys, so my friend recently got a BBL and ever since she be shouting, 'Let's twin.' Like, girl, it's pissing me off. She knows what she's doing. She's trying to make me look bad on purpose. She knows her body is now snatched and wants me to be her purse. I refuse. Like, I kid you not, it's every time we step out, she wants to match. And I know good and damn well she wants to launch her body, but please leave me out of this. If she asks me again, I'll block her. Like, poor me, guys. How do I handle this? Honestly." Ugh. That's what she wrote. That they want to use her to launch new bomb.
You know what? See, what this friend wants to do with this matching is that she wants to have a point of reference so that you can see that she did what I look like before I did BBL. Now, this one. What the hell do you mean we should match? So
now people be using something to do what I ordered versus what I got.
All of a sudden, she will turn you into, please, I want to talk to your friend.
She said you guys should stand back to back. She said you guys should stand back to back to take the picture.
I'm sorry. Do you know, the problem is that, again, you guys are not in friendship where shame and disgrace and insult is a normal thing. Because if you say this kind of rubbish to me, I will have to ask you that as what now? Which one is matching? After you've done bum. Then me, I should carry your bum outside.
Crazy.
No, I'm sorry. That's like, why are you guys not able to be? That's what I want to know. This is even a small thing. I would even cross my mind that I would offend you when I ask you that, okay, it's me that you think is a fool, Abby. That you don't turn me into the ugly friend. You are very stupid. Look, you've done BBL and we're all happy for you. Carry your new bum and go outside.
Speaking of BBL, you guys, I begged OBU to give me 18K that I want to go and do BBL in Turkey.
Yeah, she's actually not joking.
I told Davido that
we met this fellow for 1 year.
I told Davido to invest in me. That let me go and do BBL in Turkey. And the world will never be the same again. He did not answer me. Later, you say he rises by lifting others. Lift this yansh, bro. Lift this yansh for me. Help me.
This is why they don't take us anywhere.
I was very disappointed.
Because I was like, look, bro, you came here. I'm seeing Maybach.
Yes.
I'm seeing, it gave me like 3 cars.
Yes.
I said, see, Donjazzy gave out a car the other day. Bro, drop one now. It looked as how I said, I mean, no, we just did. Wow, guys, now see, we're chilling, we're having drink. You're just looking at who the hell are these people?
It's not fair. It's not
right.
It's
actually somehow.
It's not right.
That's the truth.
You do your best.
Mind you, my chain has not arrived.
You go there, I was actually
promised a 30 BG chain in public, in front of people. Okay? And I don't want to, this is not an accusation.
I'm accusing. I accuse you, David. He did me that.
This is not an accusation, but where is the... Have you seen now that we've not gotten the chain?
No chain, no bomb, nothing.
Nothing. We've not gained a single thing since we met you. What's happening?
Let me see. If you like, you should write check for any orphanage. You'll see. You'll see.
I just been looking at this. In public, he promised us this chain. We don't have it.
I know that. Now saying, now I'm saying. When we told you we don't know, I'm saying we don't know anything. Man,
you feel me? I said no, bro. I don't feel anything.
Wait, I read your...
Boys and girls, please, we've come here today with a request. We've come to beg you. We are on our knees.
Yeah.
Don't forget that we're sitting down. Just imagine it with your mind. Please, they say, you people, you always ask us for many things. Like now, Beyonce won a Grammy. They said, oh, have her on the podcast. Okay, no, good and fine. But how do we want to have her when you don't want to subscribe? You don't want to share the podcast? You don't want to download? What are the other things they do again?
Everything.
Follow, what again? Comment and what again?
Everything.
All the things.
Just do what you're supposed to do.
Do the things and then we'll have Beyonce. Very simple.
Yeah.
Okay?
I even made a song. Do you want to hear my song?
That's not the video we're doing right
It's
now.
now.
Okay, go ahead.
It matters.
See.
Because I need to clear my throat. Let me make sure that is in order.
You don't remember the song?
No, I want to make sure it's in order.
Of what?
Like, share, subscribe, and comment if you're not a bastard, because it's important. That's another song.
That's the whole song.
That's the whole song.
Okay, there's no chorus, hook.
No need.
Bridge.
You know, I'm somebody that I like to be brief, succinct. Tell them what to do. Let them get it in one go. See, you are talking. I did one line. But yeah, guys, you know what to do.
Please.
Yeah.
Do all the
it's
things.
important.
It's important.
It's important.
And then
they want Beyonce to come to a podcast with 40,000 subscribers.
Thank you. When you people will not subscribe. See,
Lunatics.
Sometimes you really upset me. Because we're going up and down. Oh, we're the biggest. Only for you to open there, we don't have up to 40,000 people. What's it? What's the essence?
All right, guys, enjoy the rest of the episode.
Don't let us be disgraced as a community, please. Please, don't let us be disgraced, please. What's their name? Their name is, I love this babe. Good day, ladies and guests. First, I love my babe like mad.
Oh, wow.
A proper Finnish man. But therein lies the dilemma. Please help me get my babe a job. She's a fashion designer and she does so much with so little. And I can't do much for her. She sabi the work or just give her a small job and see you can even pay after the service because it's sure me die and she won't disappoint. Please give her work so she can take me out and I can shake my pot belly on a yacht. He put her IG here for us.
Oh, okay. She'll make something for us. Then.
Yes, which is Flora Clothier. So thank you so much.
Can you copy? What's the name? I don't trust you.
It's there. Read it.
No. Tell me.
It's there. Flora.
Spell
Flora.
it. Spell it.
Flora.
F.
Lola.
Okay.
Flora. Clothier. It might be F Lola. Flora. Can you spell?
Okay, yeah. She's here.
You see? So that's it. You see, men that want to be taken care of, at least you're making the effort for her to make money. You say you want to shake your pot's belly on a yacht. A shameless lad, but you know, an honest one at that.
I love this.
I appreciate it.
I have another one. This person is called Childish Bra, who says, I have an unserious dilemma, so I hope I'm in the right place. My sister, I put it to you.
You're always in the right place.
You're in the rightest place. Says, my husband is on my case because he thinks my bras are not sexy. I'm very busty, and as I can see, you can relate. I sure can, my sister. So I wear mother care bras with the thick straps. This man went to buy one lacy kini that hooks in front. Now, to his credit, it's very sexy. And when I wear it, it looks good in my clothes. The problem is that my nipples show. I wore it, and the AC in my office was much. That's how the cleaner was just looking at me. Later, an older woman said, I see your 2.2. I almost died of shame. I prefer my mother care bras, and I think this bra is extremely childish, but my husband really, really likes it. And I can't lie, it spices things up in the bedroom. So what does the bounce think? Childish bra, yes or no?
Girl, why the hell are you wearing front hooking lace to the office?
For context, I'm a 38-year-old big woman. Love you, moi. My sister in Christ. My sister in Christ, okay? For people like us, a bra is not for anything sexual. It is a duty. That bra is hard at work. That bra is a difference between
utility
officers
item
that carry gun and officers that carry baton. Okay? Our bra is there to pack.
No, my actual question is not any of this thing you're saying. Why did you wear it to the office?
So that her husband can be thinking of her in the office and getting turned on.
But then when you enter your car on your way home, you change it back. You don't know how the game is run.
People like us cannot. When you want to wear bra, you need space.
No, you change in the bathroom on the way back.
Because your hand would do like this. If you have big breasts, there's nothing demure about the way you wear bra. You open your and when you're now doing, now be packed.
Have you ever been accused of having childish bra?
Me. Do you know that? Not me. Somebody I know. When they came out, I saw a man using a bra. he put his own face in the bra. Childish bra. If you get me, they can use my bra to to carry rice to party. Let me just tell you. Childish.
Because I remember one time someone was like, okay, can you even just try? I said, let me tell you the thing. Let me tell you the problem. Things are costly. So all these things that you want, that you hear, if I hear...
Do you know what made me laugh?
I have but you want to tear it,
I have a friend who, on her day of glory, her wedding day, I thought all brides wear all these interesting... I just saw
lingerie.
one big parachute. I said, sister, this is not the format now. Normally, you wear something scintillating. For him, she said, Now when she gets there, she said, you want a bit, you don't want.
Somebody that she has already married is late.
If you don't want, I'll keep my thing back.
Let me not lie,
She said, is it because of this pants?
No, it's late.
She said, the fact this is what, that's that you know that she came for work.
It's late. Look, let me tell you the truth. The problem with all these things is that dressing sexy lingerie is all well and
It's
good.
fantastic,
But
actually.
what I find is that it's not realistic.
At all. Do you know that sexy lingerie is actually supposed to be worn just before
the
anything?
Sexual God bless
Even
you.
just not
So that is why
not
I
even
question
ahead of time.
When you're as in see
Just before.
I'm not saying you should not do it. So what I'm telling you is this idea of wearing it to the office is you that is not serious. When you get there, that's when you change. That stuff is only useful for the 20 minutes it takes them to remove it. The entire point of sexy lingerie is for them to remove it.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't make physical sense. It's not comfortable. It doesn't have any support attributes. It's not also lace everywhere. Okay? So the point is, you're supposed to wear it and they should remove it. Finish. There's no other... And you know, men are a bit silly. They watch all these things. You can't be...
And they get carried
It's not my
away.
expensive bra that you're going to be removing with all this force. Do you know how much bra is? Then you want to be spoiling my hook because you say you cannot wait for 2 minutes. Let me remove the bra in an appropriate manner.
The last time I checked, because I wanted to buy bras, one bra for me is £42.
Yeah.
One bra.
I only buy in M&S or Bravissimo and I cannot have this. So all
£42.
those,
And the only thing I always laugh about, you can't even tear it. This is an engineering feat. Do you see anybody trying to tear Third Milan Bridge? No. This is a serious stuff.
So me, I'm just like, I would advise your husband the way I advise this fellow man. My dear, anything you want to see, go and buy it. Do you get? Go and buy it. If you give me, I'll wear it for you. But like that you want it to be my responsibility. No. I'm not into that. It's for you. So you buy it and you go ahead. I always ask all my friends because at a lot of bridal showers, a lot of the gifts are like lingerie.
If they use it.
I always ask them if they use it on their
they?
honeymoon. Like 1 out of the 10 that day.
I think now that I'm not as like poverty stricken as before, like I buy.
You can buy nice ones, but I'm just like, look, on my day-to-day
No, I
garments,
buy
that lace bra.
I now buy my friends useful
not
gifts.
Ideal.
Microwave, those types of things. I don't buy
these crotchless pants.
Oh my God, a friend of mine bought me Chiamaka bought me crotchless pants. And she brought to my house. The both of us were now turning
How
the thing.
to wear?
Yes, there's no mouth.
Do you know, I'm sorry, this is actually, wow. The thing is,
I love being a girl, man.
Sincerely, with my heart of hearts, I pray that this person has never listened to this podcast. Because this crotchless pants issue, my friend bought it. And for whatever reason, she bought it for like 3 of us. She was like, let's experiment on a set. When I tell you that this and Summers full set, as in plus all those clips, one thing. We now started saying, okay, no problem. When you wear the like clips on the leg, how do they remove it? Which time?
You're not supposed to remove it.
That's the point.
Yeah.
So now what we just realized was that you're not supposed to remove the crotchless pants. Now, here's the problem. It's all about engineering. It's actually all about engineering because now everything is going on.
Yes.
Not me.
Yes, somebody that you know.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Not me. A person, one of the friends. the situation was now, okay, fine, you bought cottage pants, but you know a lot of these cottage pants, they always have all these scallops and lace and everything. So the man now said, I don't understand. I don't understand. Me, I'm trying to achieve something. You now bought something that is scratching me as I'm in the process of achieving.
Somebody wanted to help you.
Now, why is this thing blocking my way?
Now, honestly, some of those things are
Because
just...
he paused and he was just like, sorry, what is happening?
No, some of those things are just for the purpose of views.
No, it doesn't make any sense because like, it's not realistic. And then those things like on your leg or what, they're scratching people. So it's not ideal. It's not ideal. People that have been doing things that they removed all their clothes, they're naked, they don't have foreheads. And I think that we have to really get back to that.
Okay, do you want to read the last one?
Sure. What do we have? Let's see. You know what? The problem is that we can no longer tell what the dilemma is about from the name. Well, we never could.
We never really could.
Okay. So the first person, you know, and
tired.
you guys go through, actually going through a lot. All right. Let's see.
There's when you're listening, make sure all the bits that we just, like, we're trying to figure out, to cut everything. Yeah.
Okay, love podcast so much. Been listening since 2019 and I never miss an episode. I know you hate relationship dilemmas. This is just an inquiry because I'm genuinely confused. I went for a games night at a new friend's place. Whilst I was there, I met a guy. We had subtle banter between us and we kind of hit it off. So we shared contact after that night. We would text and call a few times. Then we had a first date. Everything was very nice and going well. I started to develop feelings for the guy. We went on a second date recently. Both dates in the space of a month. Girl. Anyway, let me not shout.
1 month.
That's what I'm saying. What are the two of you doing that? As in, you are waiting for 1 month to do the two dates. Ew.
That's your acquaintance.
Girl.
Sorry,
continue.
continue.
After the dinner, we decided to go clubbing. While we're in the club, the mutual friend we both had came in. He bought, so the mutual friend is he. He bought drinks for all of us and we had some good times. I went to the toilet to pee and readjust my gloss. So that's how the girl followed me and said she needs to talk to me. Which girl? Okay, no. The mutual friend is a girl.
Okay.
He that brought drinks is the guy.
He's the guy, yeah.
She said she needs to talk to me. She told me that there was history between her and the guy and she's letting me know because she's a girl's girl. I'm so sorry, but what is the point? How did that information help me? Actually, in fact, I feel like I'm no longer interested in the guy. It was a huge turn off for me because after we came out of the bathroom, she started doing a lot on the dance floor to pull the guy's attention. I don't want to be a cool girl because I'm not, but genuinely, I'm just his friend, same way she is, so he can do as he pleases. I had a conversation with him, vaguely mentioning the girl, and I told him I didn't want any stress when it came to dating. He responded telling me there's no harm in trying. Okay, now the actual questions. Why on earth did she tell me that? Does she still have feelings there?
You want to bang the shit out of him?
Don't understand. Should I allow this to stop me from pursuing things with this man? I actually like him a lot and he's a good man. Make I just lock up till I find another good man. Help me please, my online big sitters. I know you laugh at me, but your response will be much appreciated. First of all, stop lying. Stop lying.
You like
him like mad. Oh, he's
like
just a friend.
Okay, you like him like crazy.
Do you know what has never happened to me? I have never gone out with just a friend and given a flying damn about who the hell is dancing with or who is talking to him. I don't give a shit. But all of a sudden, the babe came up to you and you're doing, what can this information... Okay, you don't know what the information is doing for you. See that the information made you right to this podcast now. You say you don't know what the information... Girl, first of all, you like him like
mad.
As in you are almost in love with the fellow. Number one.
Mad.
Number two, you are very annoyed that there is this girl even in the mix. Because if you didn't care, why did you ask him?
Like mad.
You as in... And the reason she's telling you is because she invited you to games night. She did not think that when you got there, things were going to progress. Okay, you're having banter.
In fact, she invited you you're not close enough to have been invited just on the fly.
So now you're having banter, no problem. She's not clocking that two of you have been on dates. So she's yarning you that, listen, sis.
You're encroaching on my territory.
Girl, I've been here before. And sometimes it's somehow to say, but sometimes there might be a person in the background maybe you've not had the ginger to move forward with it. All of a sudden, you realize that it's not only you that likes better thing. Other people also have eyes. And then you wake up to the realization that, oh, okay,
Yeah.
maybe I should get serious. This babe is just, leveling the playing field. She's telling you that, listen, now that I've seen the two of you here, is making me feel a type of way. It's not up to you what you do. My first thing is all this one you're doing of, you don't, please let's stop that. We're grown here. You like him, okay? And you're worried that whatever is between him and her is still going on and it's going to affect what people are doing. Now you ask the boy and he said there's no harm in trying, which I'm not sure is a clear response to, is anything going on with this girl? He didn't say no. He said, what does it mean there's no harm? This English, what does it mean exactly? Now, the babe, you said she's a new friend. You guys are not really that close. She's just giving you the information.
Yeah, so.
And what you need to make clear is, number one, is it history that is there? Or it's still an open door?
Open thing,
That's
yeah.
it. Number two, you like him. So I don't know why you're pretending
like mad.
like you don't. You really like him. If you do not like him, there's no way you can carry your phone and type into this place. So what I suggest that you do is, first of all, stop pretending that you don't like him. Number two, I don't even think it's worth, having a conversation with her, this one. You guys are not close friends. It's not that serious. But you need to find out clearly from him if this is a thing or not. Finish. Those are the only two things. But all this one of, you don't care, he can do what he pleases, we're not together. Please and please and please. That's it. So that's all I have to say to you.
Wow. I think you should kiss him next time you see him. That's my advice. There's a way he'll kiss you that let you know if he's whining you. Because also, sorry, to me, 2 dates in a month doesn't mean the person is feeling you.
Yeah, let me not lie to you.
Sorry.
I think if you really, if you are excited about somebody, what happened to that week?
That day.
After that first date, that same week, you did not plan the second date. Again, maybe it's too much, but I'm not really understanding why that date was not 2 or 3 days away at best. At most. Actually,
yes,
it could have been tomorrow.
It could have been tomorrow. Yes, sorry. I don't know.
If you are feeling it like that, it would have been tomorrow.
Is it or is this like a generational
before the
gap?
date is over, you start discussing the next time you are going to jam. It's usually not that far away, unless as in somebody has what they are doing.
There is no man that has liked me that hasn't started it with "What are you doing tomorrow?"
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Or explaining ahead of time. So why we can't hang out tomorrow is he's doing X. So when next are you free?
I don't understand how it's not an ongoing conversation about when next we're seeing. Also, if you're talking all the time and you're not trying to see me, I really need to know what's happening. What's the reason?
Can I say something? This is something I've also realized recently. There's a lot of women have a very active imagination when it comes to potential relationships, I've noticed. And because I used to do it too, it's not, I don't think something to be ashamed of, something to be aware of and nip in the bud very quickly. Particularly if attention is sporadic. So you're not someone that's constantly getting a lot of attention from men. It's why breadcrumbing works so well. Because that's actually what he's doing to you. Just so you are aware.
Yeah.
Right? Because you are talking to him enough and in an intimate enough way that you can go back to him and say, what's going on with you and her? Because it's just, you're talking enough, but you're not moving forward in any tangible way.
You know that there's nothing really, and look, you were having a fun night out. There's nothing about you saw each other, you went clubbing that I'm sorry, the 2 days in a month thing is what has shown me clearly that you people are not, it's not that type of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe you think it is, but I don't really think it is that type of thing. And so I don't know. I think you need to just get real about the situation first before you start bothering about if this guy is a single man who is having a good time.
Yeah.
And I think your first problem is not recognizing that that's the situation. So sis, there's nobody that likes you like that is allowing as in giving a space of 1 to 2 weeks, unless you don't live in the same place. Personally, I don't get it.
Even if you don't live in the same place, I told you now, someone has I've had Zoom dates.
Yeah, I can't lie to you. Again, I don't get it. I actually don't.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I think, he's allowing you fill in the gaps.
Yeah.
He's doing
It's
a
comfortable.
little and allowing you fill in the gaps to make more out of it than what it is.
Yeah, because, and you can see all these things. Oh, I should wait until the next time I find a good guy. Once you start saying things like that, what is in your head is, I found this one. Let me not now. Let him go. Like, you're already thinking
You haven't
about
found anything. You're going far.
You're thinking about starting again on a thing that has not yet happened.
You've gone far.
I think that you need to be a bit more realistic about
I
the
used
situation.
to be so delusional.
No, it's bad.
I used to be
let
so
me tell you the problem.
delusional.
The problem
Damn.
is that you have written the rest of the story before anything has
What do you mean
happened.
rest of the story?
You've actually just calculated where this thing is going. Meanwhile, you people are just
Nothing
whining
is
yourselves.
happening,
So
yeah.
nothing is going on.
No, you guys are not whining yourselves because you're not whining him. He is whining
Yeah.
you. It's a
It's a one-way
whining.
That's it.
Yeah, nonsense.
It's a one-way whining. You are not on the same page, and
Yeah.
you are not the one that is realizing it.
Do you know what's so interesting? I saw a babe talking yesterday about how the number of women who have planned out weddings and not their lives with no boyfriend in sight, no man in sight, is unhealthy. In that you have where you go back and forth often about dresses, rings, location, church, ashoebi. You have honey. You think about all these things frequently and you plan frequently. But like your life, you're a passive actor in it, one. And then I saw another woman talking about how one of her biggest regrets in life, so she's currently getting a divorce, she's in her 50s and she's getting a divorce, is that she treated the space between after getting her education as far as she wanted to go. She got a master's degree. Between that and getting married, she acted like that was filler space.
Wow. So she didn't actually like progress.
She wasn't
that
living.
much.
She wasn't living. She acted like her real life is once she gets married. That is her real life. So the space between school and getting married was all filler.
Yeah.
She wasn't enjoying anything. And it is one of her deepest regrets. And she has realized like that was a source of friction between her. And before she recognized that her marriage wasn't working like 3 years ago, she had a lot of envy towards younger women who are doing that, who are living, because it was just a constant, almost like, okay, but why are you doing this? And it's like, oh, because I want to. So it's like they would go on holidays and take extra courses and buy homes or redecorate their homes
and you have been waiting to do this when
she would feel like what they're doing is like a waste of time or energy because
they're on their own.
Your life hasn't started yet. Like this is not real life. Like
you're not married.
You're supposed to be almost like you're living life on like low current.
Yeah. It's the same thing as like, so I remember someone was saying they wanted to go somewhere. And to be fair, there are places that if you're not in a couple, it's not going to be a great holiday necessarily. There's certain places. But
I only have like two that I know.
Yeah, this was not one of those places.
Okay.
Like this was a place where I was like, the holiday
Is it Paris?
I said, no, the holiday you're even referencing, you saw that it was a group of girls, friends. It was a friend holiday that made her start talking about the holiday.
Okay.
But then when she was talking about the holiday, she was like, oh, she can't wait to go with her man. I put it to you, as two of us were sitting there,
Single.
I had to look her up.
Where is he?
Money. I said, sis, man, unless there are things you've not
share with the class.
Do you get? You've not revealed to me. She said, no, now. As in, you two, now, I don't have a guy here, but like, I'm already thinking about what we would do. I said, so I want to say something to you. You didn't ask me to go with you. You didn't say, let's go. Two of us, let's go on the holiday, onto enjoyment. You very stupid. You're waiting for a foolish man that doesn't exist while you're doing an itinerary. I'm not joking. She had the itinerary on her phone. So I just said that, she said, no, this is a couple's trip. I said, no. Again, I agree with you. There are places that, honestly, if you're not a couple, I have to question.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's just nothing. With me and your friends, what don't do they? Now.
You were so lesbian before you come back.
The problem is that, like, there are certain resorts in the Maldives that I'm like, this place
they designed it for
this
couples.
Place is for fornication. There's, like, if you're not fornicating, it's tough. It's going to be a tough time.
Yeah.
Or if you didn't go for somebody's 50th, of which one will you do it there? But it's going to be a tough time. This wasn't one of those places. She was talking about going to Bali. And I said,
Bali?
I said, girl. I said, Bali? I said, why didn't you ask me to go? This looks like a great time. You want to go on that nonsense swing with a man? I said, what? This guy can never take this kind of picture that you are seeing that these babes are posting. That foolish man you're talking about can never take this picture that and it was funny, but I was now just saying that like, I know this, that I mean, so I was telling her that I'm insulting you and this is funny, but the thing is, people, we do this all the time.
All the time.
I was like, look you, if we want to start being honest with ourselves, there's so many things that you're like, okay, I don't have anybody to do it with. And I know people that don't go and eat by themselves or will not like go to the cinema by themselves because it's like, and I'm just like, what?
I know people who haven't done things to their homes, who haven't like
you don't make certain types of plans in case.
That's another even big, even smaller things like a romantic meal. I'm just like, what are you talking about? A steak. Like you can make a steak for yourself.
Like, I don't know. I'm just like that. I get it. You want to like save some experiences, but
even things like getting it. And
the time is actually going. The time is going.
We have some people, somebody, I don't know if they weren't complaining, but someone was saying that we have more mature conversations now. And it's true, it's because we're getting more mature. But I was thinking of something and it was this lady talking about how, her dream home has a partner in it and she doesn't have a partner yet, so she can't get the dream home. And the first question in the comments was like, but do you have dream home money? And she said, yeah. And the person was like,
you better get the home. Because I think the other thing is people don't realize the time is going to go regardless. What? And let's also ask a question. Why is it that your partner cannot then fit into the dream home when you have it? I know the answer to that question. I live in the real world. Okay.
Yeah.
If you as a babe has a dream home, and especially if you're Nigerian, there are many men that cannot fit inside. But it's crazy the number of things that like you have to wait on, or like you tell yourself that you should wait on because you can't do it with XYZ. And it's just crazy because look, there's always a new thing to do when the person
Do you know another thing I've also realized is we are all, it's not a bad thing because it helps in some ways, but a lot of us have blinders on about the reality around us. And we would like to think that everybody wants to believe they are the exception to the rule. So let me give you an example and something I was talking to my mom about. Oh, I can't wait till we have our paywall because there's paywall content, genuinely, because people will always go crazy, but it's not like I care. Anyway, I said, she was trying to talk to me about marriage again. And I said, Mommy, me and a lot of my friends that are unmarried are in our 30s now. Like, it's not an aberration. I'm not doing anything particularly wrong. So I want you to think of this.
Like, at this moment, it's kind of normal.
What makes me so special? You know all my friends. Great babes, you know.
Mommy would be so annoyed.
Character-wise, character-wise, I'm probably on the lower end of the scale, actually.
Yeah.
But you know all these like fantastic babes. And so what makes me special? Why this refusal to accept that your child might fall to the law of averages? And I think a lot of people don't do that in this day and age. So you feel bad about your life that you haven't bought a home at 30. It's just like my dad built his first house when he was 42. So what are you talking about? Yeah. Why are you so upset?
Most people don't have a home at 30.
A lot of people are getting married later and having children later. And it's not an individual thing. And that now fed into a larger idea that I've realized. A lot of people think of societal ills and their first instinct is to look for an individual fix. Like, oh, Nigeria is terrible, so I'm going to go and move and live in Ikoyi. But it's still all around awful. And like, NEPA is terrible, but if few of us buy our own transformer on our streets, blah, 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 blah. And then what happens is that society now starts to redesign itself along those lines. So let me give the Nigerian context. We did this thing to the point that the Nigerian government now said, do you know what we will have the audacity to tell you? That we're going to divide electricity into bands. And based on how much, and because we're also individual minded, and
we thought, okay.
So yes, I can pay for band A, I can pay for band B. But what happened is everybody still got finessed in the same way because we don't think of these things like in a societal way. So it's the same way women are building dream lives, men are building dream lives because they think the law of averages doesn't fall to them, right? So people are finding it harder to meet and to marry, and we're marrying later. And then we're marrying even later because we were doing this fake thing of, and if I'm not married now, I have all these things to achieve.
Yeah.
But you're not likely going to achieve a lot of those things. So you're now even more embarrassed. And you're like, I can't have waited till 35 and this is what I have to show for it. So you're now doubling
down. The truth is, it's a weird thing to discuss because it's like the moving out conversation. Every time I say I want to move out, like if I had the money, I would do it. Everyone's just like, yeah, but you live in a free house. So I'm like, it's not that. It's not about, it's convenient. And it'll be different if I had the money to move out and I made a choice. The problem is, I don't have it. So the choice is even ethereal. But my thing is, if you check this thing you're saying, what you want to ask is, why not just wait till you move to your husband's house? Which is okay.
If you are saying
it's okay if you say it outside. Because, what you want to say, and it was one of my aunties that said it to me that, okay, let's say you move now. That, fine babe, they law school, so you've paid 1 year's rent, but then you meet him now in the middle of the rent. Now you've met him and now, he also lives somewhere. Two of you now have to move. And I'm like, I love this conversation. You know why? Because none of it has happened, but we've planned.
Yeah, just planning around an imaginary life.
All the complications. I say, okay, last year I came and went. Akoko didn't marry. Akoko didn't move her. So I'm
this
just
year
like,
is coming and going.
This year is coming and going. We are still here. So I'm like, look, the point is I get it, but it's not. You can make an argument that if I have money and I have a house to live in, rent it somewhere else just because I want to feel like this is my own space. It's not, but I'm like, that's not your argument. That's not your argument. And I know that that's not your argument.
Yeah, I just hope that like we're sharing enough information that younger and younger girls are getting that that thing of building an imaginary life that's hinged on another person that you can't control entirely is crazy.
I think it is. And don't get me wrong, it's not, look, I would love if I meet the right person. Marriage is a wonderful thing. Like we just said it now, I enjoy couples that are enjoying themselves. I think the point is not to use that to control how you live your life like right now because it's crazy. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's nuts. It's very nuts. And the other thing is also, okay, go and do something now. Planning your wedding mentally, it might be fun, but it's not going to help you meet. If you want to meet someone, there are things you can do. You can go, I don't know them, Sha, don't get me wrong. And I'm not sure. Because someone was saying it that, you know how people always say, oh, go after it. Okay, how do you physically go after it? Because I wouldn't personally recommend the dating apps in Nigeria.
I think dating apps in a lot of places, because more and more, I'm also wondering to what degree. Okay, so a lot of the biggest companies in the world are invested in keeping us locked on screens and not interacting. And they are reshaping the world genuinely with that. And so far, I don't just think it's as healthy as it used to be.
No, I don't. I don't think it's the same.
It's the same. I think there are things about real life interaction and living outside of a screen. So even in terms of like constantly playing video games, or there's something about real world interaction. And I'm noticing it more and more. I like watching children play because there are things that you learn as a child from that actual physical interaction of being with a lot of children or other children. That's not the same
as when you're at
home and when you're like isolated. There's a lot about chatting and then sitting across from someone and seeing their body language and hearing them talk and seeing how they reason when they don't have time to sit down and craft a message that you want to hear, and seeing what their table manners are like and how they react to other people, and seeing if they smell good and they look good and you like being around them. That is different. There's something about having to reject someone in person that's different from just swiping left. And
I just think it's weird.
I think that, yes, a lot of these big companies are trying to reimagine and remodel how we meet. And it's one thing to be like made to facilitate the original meeting. And it's another thing to redesign the world so that most of the interaction is happening in there. And I think we're not thinking deeply about it. I don't think so.
Anyway, personally, I don't even know if you say people should introduce you, again, how was the success rate of this
introduction
situation? So I don't actually know what you can do, but I just think that, don't spend your time that will pass regardless on an imaginary situation, even if it's what you want.
Yeah.
And this is not only relationship, even in other circumstances, it just doesn't make sense.
With school, with
it's
work,
what is in
with
front
film,
of you that you have.
with your
So
career.
If I were you, I will go ahead and do that.
Okay, last one. Where is it?
Hey,
You've lost it, Abby.
no, did I lose it? All right. This is one of those things I always wonder how this happens. Hi, FK Angela. I hope Nigerian heat is not getting to you. Okay, thank you for pointing out that
Yeah, you are abroad.
That you're not in the heat. That's so cute. I hope the heat is not getting to you. My dilemma is I need to learn how to be attracted to my boyfriend. He's a good man, Savannah, but my mind sees talking to him as a chore. I dread vacationing with him for more than a day, and he's inviting me to a different country for vacation. What do? I don't want to break up with him because he's decent. Doesn't bother me when I don't want to speak to him. Sends me money at my slightest inconvenience and respects me.
Yeah, a thief. Yeah, a fucking thief.
You see, I always say it, people are criminals.
Yeah, a thief.
This is a classic example of a criminal. Because what do you mean you dread that your boyfriend wants to spend more than one day of vacation with you? You say he respects you when you don't talk to him. You're taking this man for a ride. And you're couching this thing where if he did it to you, we'll say it's wickedness. Under, you don't want to break up with him because he's a decent, but you are not a decent person. So what are you doing? Please free this man. You hate him. The truth is that she hates him. Chachi can't stand his guts. She hates him. But I don't know, because of maybe he really clearly he's also a clown because he can't see that she's taking him for an idiot. Now, he really likes her. And so she's just like, okay, this is a bit convenient, except I actually hate you. Because if you tell me that you find it a chore to talk to him, isn't that the fundamental?
Do you know what's crazy? Do you know what she's doing that is so awful? Is that she's doing that where she's holding him like this and seeing what's out there, but she knows that she doesn't want to release this.
She doesn't want to release him so that she can still, he's decent. So she's like, let me manage you, but I actually can't stand you. And then you're now doing this whole thing where you're saying, oh, you're writing to learn how to be attracted. Please, this is a criminal. This is actually a criminal. Okay, it's okay for you to let him respond to your slightest inconvenience, but you're happy to tell him
mean and
you're happy
greedy.
to tell him that, I don't want to talk to you today.
It's
and
so
that's
mean
fine.
and so greedy. Like I can't get over how casually, and this is, I think some of this stuff is also
casual cruelty. Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what I feel like. So these are the kind of things I feel like are exacerbated by internet speak, where you think this kind of behavior is a little bit cool, or it's really mean.
Yeah, it's really, really mean.
It's really mean.
It's actually really mean.
I just don't understand.
Do you know what it is for somebody you like to tell you, I don't want to talk to you today?
And then you treat him as
I'm
an
asking
ATM
you
machine.
for us to go on holiday and you don't want to, you can't do it. You're dreading it for more than one day. But if it's time for money, you're a criminal. That's just the truth of the matter. And it's fine. But goose
find a fellow criminal.
Yeah, that's the truth. Find someone that is also wicked.
Is also wicked and interested in this thing you're doing.
I don't think it's fair to the guy.
What's so funny is that I'm not going to read it, but there's a dilemma here where the guy is almost like he's on the other side and he's like, look, I love my girlfriend and she's great, but recently she's just been very, very mean. So the whole thing is that he's talking about how she's mean to him. She's very snappy. She talks to him in I felt bad reading it. She talks to him
anyhow.
He's irritating her. She will complain about something and he wants to help and he's almost like, oh, please, they're just useless. And he still really loves her, but he doesn't like how she makes him feel. And it's just you have to, this person, also, there's also people that get a high from being, and a lot of people actually have it until you're rid of it, where you get a high from this idea of being pursued and begged. And
there's a way someone will like you too much.
Yeah, there's someone that people get a lot of validation from it. So they even play into this person likes me so much.
That there's nothing I can't do
anything to
and so I treat them however I like.
Yes, and it's something that gives them a sense of power because that's the only person in their life that treats them that way. But instead of seeing it as this person is so fantastic to me, they abuse it basically. And I think there's something in Nigerian psyche I see.
Look, I just think that you need to be serious because if they were doing this to you, you will know it's wicked.
Mhm.
And all of us will say it. So my sister, let me not lie, it's not fair. And you need to free him. You actually hate him. That's actually what's going on. You hate his guts. For whatever reason, he does not have the wherewithal to see that you hate him and that he's suffering. So, I don't know what his own issue is, but you need to let this shit go. And you two, you're not even that. It's the money. It's only the money you're enjoying in all of this. You don't want to talk to him. You don't want to see him. So it's not even that you're like, oh, at least when I see him, it's fun or whatever. You actually can't stand him. So I don't know what the reason is that you want to be there, but you need to. I don't know if it's feeding your ego or whatever, but you need to free it. This is actually criminal behavior. Koda. So
Awful, absolutely awful.
I wish you the best. And I don't like telling women that they're awful. I don't
think we're above reproach.
No, we're not. We're not. But like, this is nasty behavior. Let me know. Like, you think you're better than him, is the truth, but not, better enough to not be with him, just to be stringing him along. And because he's a clown.
Have you ever had anybody treat you like you are irritating them? No, I'm just saying.
I mean, if you do it the first time, how do you want to get to
exactly that's what I mean? Like, because
people,
the feeling of that first one is enough.
And the thing
repeated
for me is that it's never been like this. Once I even get a hint of like,
I'm disturbing you.
My dear.
That's my hobby.
Then you'll be asking me why I didn't call you.
My name is Casperina.
I said, okay.
I was
when I was calling you, you were doing as if the whole thing was making you feel. Now, I said, no, I don't do that. I said, no. I don't disturb people. I'm disturbing you, Abby. No problem. You will be there. So no, the problem is it doesn't get to a second time. The minute I just sense, it's very brief when you realize that, this guy is acting as if, no, you have to step back. You have to step all the way back. I'm out. I don't even have it in me. I don't have it in me to follow up. There's a way that maybe we've had a cadence in how we're talking that you change
that you break and
I'll stop talking to you.
Yeah.
I'm actually just... So if, you were always bad with your phone, that's very different from we used to talk all the time and now you're whining me with, all of a sudden you're so busy or like I've messaged you, you've taken ages. You can't see me there.
Yeah.
After that, you can't see me there. I just feel like we're grown and there are things that are not sensible. Or it's just little things. Okay, yeah, we're talking or whatever, and then I've not spoken to you for 3 or 4 days. It has finished now.
Yeah.
What's remaining there? I just feel like, why you don't have to make this longer than it is. It's better I collect my L in private that, okay, this thing is not going anyway. Yeah, what a damn shame. And you keep it moving. But for me to now be following up, that what? What do you want to ask somebody that the whole week they've not spoken to you? So, I feel like it can happen, but the problem is you letting it. And what always irritates me is you do it, I step back and then you're surprised. They're always so surprised. And I'm just like, okay, but when you were behaving anyhow, you didn't know. It's okay.
No, serious bunch.
So girl, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Do you have any passing thoughts you want us to discuss before we bounce?
I don't have passing thoughts.
I have 2. My first thought is that after watching Sinners, we need a film club. We need a watch club.
Fine. I can get down with that.
I really do. I want to watch things with people and talk about
my
it.
Activity situation. I do
once
like a film club.
I
actually have a thought.
Okay.
Yes. There are not enough really good looking men in Lagos, and it's really becoming
it's a global
an issue.
It's
really becoming an issue for me because look at Michael B. Jordan. He's gorgeous. Like, the thing is, he's actually stunning. Now, look, I've been to America.
He's 38, I think. Like, so he's getting finer, he's getting older. It's so crazy.
Like, the thing about it is like, look, I'm in London all the time. It doesn't happen. When we were in New York.
Jesus Christ.
You guys, someone will walk past and
the
I'll
way
have to
we'll
be
turn,
like, is it right for you to just... It doesn't make sense. Okay.
Fine-ass
So my
men.
problem is that, I mean, even in London sometimes, but not with the frequency of
No,
that.
no.
That New York trip was insane. People were just good looking up and down. London less so, but at least, here and there, I'm just like, okay, thank God for your life. Look at how you look.
Do you know how we're talking?
That's
It reminds me
crazy.
of how my mom told me that there's a time when she was much younger and she was in scripture, she was in church, that there are so many babes in her church. And this is in the early 90s, late 80s, that were praying for African American husband.
Stop it.
She said, because like they were the Winers brothers. So their own reference was a lot of like these African American gospel singers. She said they would be like, God, get me out of Brother Kunleke, please. Just God. Give me a Tony, give me a Wallace, give me something.
No, but there's actually I can't remember the last time in Lagos I went out and I thought, wow, this man is so fine. I'm just like, but everywhere else it's happened. I go on holiday and I'm just like, wow, people are good looking. Men are fine. It's crazy. In Lagos, I'm just like, don't get me wrong, them say there was something else. Because in Lagos, people are well packaged.
Yeah, they have swag.
They're handsome, they have swag, there's raised. But I'm not
smell
talking
good.
about that. I'm talking about as
Just
if they're
fine.
just fine.
Just
like
fine as-
their face, they just look good.
Just fine.
I can count
so
the number
fine.
of very good looking men in Lagos on my hand. And we all know there are like 5 of them. It's crazy. And I'm finding that this is not good for the girls.
Just
because
so
there
fine.
are babes everywhere.
No, Michael B. Jordan is so fine.
No, he's
Oh my
too
God.
fine. Because me now, in Lagos, if you go to any place, you can pick out 10 babes that you're just like, see now.
Now we're talking about Michael B. Ryan Coogler is so fine. I'm like, these men are just
fine.
so fine.
Jordan is actually so fine.
They're just so fine. Like, I can't get over how handsome
I'm
that
sorry.
boy. And he has been handsome since 1999. Do you know how crazy that is?
He is too...
He has been fine for almost 30 years. You guys.
And I just think, I was watching one of these press things and it was the babe that was in the movie with him. I just think, how can this be your colleague? I will misbehave. I will misbehave.
So fine.
There's nothing concerning I will misbehave.
There's one babe on TikTok that like she likes films and stuff. So they invited her to like the premiere. And she actually has had a crush on Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
But she's Australian. She was like, guys, I couldn't breathe. Like, she was like,
too fine.
She like, he came in and she was like, she thought, do you know what? This is the day that I'm going to realize it's all like posters. And she said it is worse. She said in person, it is worse. That she came in her seat. She had an orgasm. She said, what is happening? She said, what is happening? And this man is so fine. And he's so good looking. And
it's
and
crazy.
all the women are looking at each other like, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
I'm sorry. It's actually not okay. It's actually insane. He's actually too fine. And I keep wondering, I'm like, how? We don't have any of this. It's really bad. No, you guys, think about it. It's bad. It's very, as a society, we're not producing good looking men. See, babes, look, if you throw a stone, you bumped into a babe that you're just like, If you go to any gathering where there are more than 5 women in Lagos, you see things. So I'm just like, see babes everywhere, stunning. Everywhere you look, babes are fine.
Let's just go back to how fine that man is.
I'm sorry. It's actually,
I'm so sorry.
Look, the thing about it is, we were talking about if they sent us to the premiere. And the thing about it is, thank you.
Me?
The truth about it is that I will look, it's not anything. If given I will misbehave.
You guys will just see on CNN.
The filmers will be asking about professional ones.
Young ladies.
Now you want to interview.
Me, I know
why I'm here. I know what I came
You guys
for.
just see young ladies throw themselves on promising young actor.
What?
Me. He is too fine. I'm sorry.
And then, I don't even care about, it's not serious. What's my business? I don't care about what you're saying. I'm here I find it crazy. I actually find it crazy. That's the kind of person that you yam me, men and women cannot be friends. Yeah, I can't be friends with him. Don't get me wrong. That friendship cannot last.
What are we using it to do?
What else to use it? You don't go and befriend other people. No, he's too
Too
fine.
fine.
Bruh. I feel like if we had people like that here, the dating pool would be more successful. For sure.
Maybe.
No, we don't have any. We don't. Like, I thought about it and I was like, who would I look at them like this man and be like,
I can't wait for you to watch that film. Do an out too.
Bro,
What a life.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
And people were asking me, are you on a date? Yes, with them. What are you talking about? With the twins.
No, I actually don't need more than that. I think he's stunning. Like, I think he's just so fine. It's like the other day I was watching, have you seen the show Cross?
Aldous Hodge? Fine. Fuck.
Oh.
Aldous Hodge is so fine.
So I went
6'2".
I went to Leila's house and she was watching.
Dark skin
She was
fine.
watching this show. And you know how obviously someone is watching something so you don't know what it's about.
And maybe this surprises people because of like, oh, fake
You
me,
don't-
are you like that? Please, I want you to tell people what my screensaver is.
See,
Chadwick Boseman.
See,
Fine men and me.
I want to tell you something. I went there, she was watching it, and obviously the show was going on. It's a serious show, police wanting. I said, cool. So this show was going on. Okay, he's a detective. I wasn't paying attention, whatever. There was a scene where he came into the kitchen of his house and he was wearing a wife beater. I said, what is this program? I said, Leila, what is this that you're watching? But rewind it for me.
It's fine.
She was not like, that's not what.
Nobody
And then I
cares.
kept saying it and she was like, no, it's a good show. I said,
Do you know the crazy thing is that I thought I'd said to someone that I thought if they were going to be before they made the decision to like lay Chadwick's Black Panther to rest, if they were going to replace him, I said it should have been Aldous Hodge.
Yeah. Oh my God. He's actually too fine. God.
Yes.
I
and
said,
he had one deep, sexy
No. So someone was saying, oh, Cross is so good. I said, two of us are watching it for very different reasons.
Do you find white men attractive?
Yeah, but not in the same
way.
way. Like, there's just, like, you're fine. Yeah, but it's just, no, it's not the same. It's just not the same. Like, it's not the same. It's not the same. So these are just facts.
I understand what you mean, Sha.
My
Your
problem
worries
is
are-
just day to day, I'm not seeing this. Like, I'm not seeing men that I'm just like, wow. You're actually so, whereas there are babes everywhere that I'm like, Jesus Christ, look at this girl. That's crazy. Like, every time I step out of Lagos, I'm like, see this babe now. That doesn't make sense.
This is fair.
I'm like, this woman does not make any sense.
And there are like quite a number of them like that. Common. You know, there's some men that they are just so fine. And when they are fine, you're like...
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. But I just find that like the ratio is too high here of
fair.
the women to the men. We don't actually have...
They're not enough.
They're not enough. They're not enough at all. And so it's becoming a real issue for me because like, why? Why is that not the case? Even like our crop of celebrity, it's tough, man. We're having a tough time as a society.
You know who I think is going to grow into being finer? You know that he was a kid. I think he just turned, the guy that was Marseille's twin in Grownish.
Yeah,
that
I think
boy,
when he gets
that
older,
little boy,
he's going to be stunning.
The girls, I think he just turned 18 or something. I was like, yeah, you guys are in. You are in for it. But I literally remember the first time I saw Michael B. Jordan on TV. I must have been like 13.
He's
I
actually,
said,
and the thing is,
who is
there are
this
people
beloved?
like that where they actually, someone like Maurice Chestnut has been getting finer for 20 years.
it's crazy.
Every time I see him, I'm like, is
My
it
auntie-
possible
my auntie
that you're
said-
finer than before?
I can't remember what film it was that he came on the screen. I said the whole cinema
You
gasped.
gasp.
She was
Because
in-
even now,
She was in college. She said that they were watching a film.
No.
And he, almost like they knew he was fine, and they were introducing him as a character, and the whole cinema of women gasped. Like,
No.
what is happening here?
No. I think it's not. So yeah, we're struggling. That's just truth of the
Deeply.
matter. We're actually struggling and like we're going. I saw an interview. I can't remember who it was. If it was, I forget who the host was. No, it wasn't Jennifer Hudson. I don't remember her name. But Maurice Chestnut was doing an interview and his wife was there. And so she was now telling him how Sabrina Elba always says our husband.
Oh,
Because
about
she recognizes the general. And Maurice Chestnut's wife said, "Not me." She said, "I don't share So I'm not a big sharer of anything.
And
that,
she shouldn't.
Please, I don't want this nonsense to come near me. This is my husband. And I just said the amount of headache this babe must have is crazy.
Yeah.
Because, you know, a lot of women whine themselves that people want your husband.
No. This one you know.
This one, you can actually rack in several places because there are people that are planning for your marriage to destroy it. So anyway, these are the things I have to say. So I don't know what's going on, but men, I'm not sure what you're gonna do.
Let's step up.
They can't. I don't know how they are gonna help the situation.
There are things they can do though.
Like what?
They can optimize for their looks. Like work with what you have already.
If you're not fine,
go to the dentist.
My dear, if you're not fine,
Get
you're
a
not
better.
fine.
No, do you know I actually don't believe this thing?
You can get fine now, but
Yes.
like if you don't have it,
Fake me, you'll be shocked.
it's true, Sha, because
You'll be shocked.
even a
I'm being
basic
serious.
haircut changes the way people look.
Haircut, teeth, gym, and skincare.
Yeah,
All of us will be shocked.
yeah, true. To be fair,
Let me give you. Oh, he's never going to let me hear the end of this. Do you remember when you first met Richie?
yeah, I do actually.
Before he started going to the
no,
gym.
he has changed. He has changed. Fair enough.
There are boys that you just see them and you're like, yeah, you have a lot to work
You
with.
have
Then
potential.
they start walking and you say, no
This
wonder.
is what you should have been
Every time
when we started.
Every time we go out around Richie,
It's disgusting.
disgusting. Girls,
Disgusting. I'm always just like, get away from me. It's disgusting. It's actually, babes, they don't have any shame. And because he's wearing this high-waist trouser now.
Gym, dentist, haircut, skincare. Wow. And then just, basic manners.
Basic manners, a gold chain, etc.
Women's threshold is here.
It's so low. It's actually so low.
It's low. Stop wearing yellow jeans. Just small things. Tiny things here and there. No, genuinely. Tiny things here and there. When you're eating, don't do...
So men, you actually need to do better because babes are really trying. No, babes are really... There are a lot of babes.
Go on Pinterest. Learn how to dress from there.
There are a lot of babes. You guys, you're actually not doing...
The clothes don't even have to be expensive. The same Okrika girls are wearing. Just go on Pinterest
and
first.
then you just see these stunning women and then you see one man and I'm just thinking... I guess his personality.
With cordless native. God.
You just be hearing, oh, he's funny. Okay.
He has plans. Even God has plans. Everybody
I'm
they plan.
just like, listen, I'm funny. I'm also fine. It's not difficult. Okay? It's not so hard. Anyway, that's all,
I'm determined to be extra happy this week.
Yeah, me too. I think I'm going to strive for this. Even though there's a lot already threatening my
I'm going to do
joy.
something fun every day. Based on birthday week and then...
Yes, that's actually very good. I'm going to join you in the...
No, who invited you?
What did we just say about the friends of the birthday, birthday kini? So it's all part of everybody's birthday is together. It's all part of it. Let me tell you what
But you're right. Because even John said, what are we doing for our birthday?
No,
I said,
it's true.
John.
Like 2 people have asked me. I just want you to know that. So what's the plan? I said, don't worry, we'll get back to you.
No, we.
I said, we'll get back to you very shortly because I think it's also because it's a Sunday.
Oh, yeah, it is. That means people will have time.
That's actually the problem. People will have time. And also, because we've been talking about Sunday since morning, there's an expectation of a grand Sunday gathering.
Oh, my God.
That is happening.
Maybe we won't do it in my house. Maybe we'll do it in Bolu's house. People will be shy to come.
They won't be.
Oh,
what
my
I'm
God.
saying? When have they ever... They've never done that before. Let me tell you what actually has been a key blockage to my joy. Food.
Food doesn't taste as good.
I'm not enjoying food anymore.
Now, just say, will you start cooking again? People's food is not tasting good.
I'm actually not enjoying food anymore. I'm not being funny. If you guys know where that I've not been to, that the food is very nice. I'm not enjoying food again. It's not nice.
Okay, you don't eat pizza, but I can't be paying 40K for pizza.
The number of times I've ordered food to my house and just been like,
what is this?
What's the point?
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's places I used to order from before. So I'm always, and then you try a new one, it doesn't bang. I'm really sad.
Don't worry, the food in the house on Sunday will be nice. Rolaya is cooking.
Lovely. I love it. Love a bit of Rolaya. Yeah. So I don't like that food is not nice anymore. Yeah. And the problem is like, why would I have to order from a catering company? To have, do I have to order a tray from somebody before there's good food in my house? It's bad now. Yeah. So I'm really struggling on a
I know we can use to close the show. You guys, I'm so proud of her. My mom has opened her fitness page.
Wow, that page makes me so shy because Auntie is there every day.
Your mom literally just said, "Is that Kemi?" She's so confused. Your mom literally just sent me a message saying, "Is that Kemi?" It is her. My mom is a gym rat. She loves it.
She says, "Keep pushing." I said, "Auntie, I'm not there yet."
I'm so excited. Someone actually messaged me that can they send her Activate? I was like, yes. She would.
An influencer.
She would love
babe,
it. She would love it so
babe.
much. So yesterday she came. She was like, "Oh, people are following her now," and she's partly like, what was the word she used? Encouraged, but she's a bit worried that she hopes that they're having fun on the page. I said, "Mommy, just you keep carrying your dumbbell. Just leave them." But my mom really loves like working out.
No, and the thing is, like, it's not even like a dainty work. It's
she's
yeah. The other day I was just like, this is exercise. You can't.
She's about to start lifting.
Yeah, I'm like, this is actually serious business. And then she will encourage you in the word.
Yes, now. Philippians 4.
Yeah,
you know, my own voice is very soft.
Lovely. We should be blessed.
Me, I'm like my father, but her own voice. Philippians 4:13. I said,
wow.
We can do it. I know they do.
No. I told you that this is actually the thing that's going to push me over the edge because it's somehow. No. See, my mommy would complain that we all just have to be so serious.
Yeah. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, this was fun. I've missed it being just the two of us.
I can't lie. A lot of times I'm just like, guess. Like, it's not bad.
Yeah. One thing is that people always misunderstand us when there's guests. They talk too much. Girl, it's our podcast. They're just there.
I don't know how to explain this thing. I'm like, it's not about the guest.
They are nice to have.
I'm like, the guest is actually on our podcast. If you want to hear their life story, I suggest you follow them wherever they are. That's not why I'm here. You're gisting with me. So I don't know. I feel like sometimes maybe there's a day. I'm like, there's shows for that. There's shows where you can go and get their background. This is not the place that they do that. Anyway, enjoy. Have a good Monday,
week. Have a good rest of your week. Mm-hmm. Buy me a birthday present. Follow my mommy's page and get ready for our film club. Bye. This episode of I Said What I Said is brought to you by Carousel Network. Your hosts are Jola Jols Ayaye and Feikemi FK Abudu. Our producer is Debbie Romeo. Our social media manager is Najite Anira. Our cinematographer is Rotimi Kujore. And our production assistant is Theresa Ajayi. On audio, we have the amazing David Kenny, and our camera assistants are Pascal Ona and Abolade Uluyede. This season of I Said What I Said is brought to you by Coins by Bamboo.